Sometimes it feels like you're on top of the world, untouchable, and every shot lands exactly where you want it to. And sometimes it feels like a spiteful lady luck has a wicked vendetta against you, and you're screwed no matter what you do. Well, on this hunt with my good mates Dodge and Geordie, we got to experience the full gamut with highs and lows fit for a Hollywood movie. And it all started with one misguided fall.
Oh, you're right. So we're here in the central west of beautiful New South Wales on a brilliant property. We have state forest fringing the property. So we've got the best of both worlds, public and private. We're with my mates Dodge and Geordie.
3 out of 4 ain't bad. If I can't get this, I'll be sad.
Hey! Yeah!
Hoping we can crest this ridge line, staying in the shadows, and then move our way down about a third of the hill, working along back this way.
But you've never hunted it before, so...
Not this zone.
So
the new section.
in the dark.
Well, in the light. Yeah.
Always in the light.
Gotta look to the light. Let's go.
Let's go. So in terms of the firearm that I'm using for this trip, it's the Tikka T3X, chambered in 30-06 with the Boros Eliminator 5 on there. And I'm also using this. This is the Hyperpod 2 from Smart Rest, which is a cool accessory to help you get a nice steady shot. So should be more than adequate to knock down a deer or a goat or whatever we see. Hopefully it's a big buck.
Dodge was just saying there's a wallaroo over here, and I didn't know this, but you were saying a wallaroo is a cross between a kangaroo and a wallaby. I actually just thought they were a weird New South Wales kangaroo.
See how I'm holding my thumb on my face?
Under your chin?
Yeah.
Yeah, save lives.
Yeah, looks like a smile.
Dodge is pointing at the rub tree, right below the bed. That's some fallow poo. But it's not like super new, it's like, I mean it's hard because it's summer.
Yeah, 165. Got no idea where's going. Just a young one for now, there's probably more coming. Couple of distance, we've got a heap of trees between us. A good wind coming up valley. And then if we can get down there, it's still an awkward shot until we drop a bit of elevation.
You wouldn't want to shoot one from up here?
I don't think we need to. We've got a lot of wind and a lot of cover and cut the distance in half.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, move. Shake your feet, and just move.
Move away from them.
Away.
We're trying to get the jump on these deer. I can remember standing right on top of a bull anthill, and he doesn't see. And Dodge turns around and looks at him and goes, move. And then Jesse Ray starts doing a dance, literally on top of that. And Dodge is like, get off it. I'm like,
Some good dance moves. Threw down a beat. Move.
They've got just as much chance of seeing us as we do the wind, don't they? Yeah. Oh, that's good. See him. Psst, psst, psst. And now we're literally just waiting for the best time to shoot it. Like, never happens. But here, this rock solid. And the advantage of having this rather than a shooting stick is, see how low it is to the ground? She's just moved.
Yeah, she just jumped.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just went up.
Which way?
Up.
Okay, we might give you a shot here in a second. What are you doing, Chris?
I can't see her now.
Okay, I got 132.
Oh wait, alright. On over again.
Straight right on top. On the crest, just above the green. Moving.
Wait,
Right. Oh, what a tease.
Yeah, you hit her. Coming left to right at the top, right along the crest.
Just rolled over, I reckon. Now we gotta go and find a dead deer. Top of the hill. I was really looking forward to shooting one at the bottom.
So I think this is a great time to talk about lower boots, given that Geordie, Dodge and myself all wear them, and this stream crossing is a perfect example of why you need them. The last thing you want when stepping on jagged or slippery rocks with packs on your back and expensive firearms is to slip, break your leg, damage your equipment and ruin your hunt. Heaven forbid, ruin your chance at going hunting in the future because of a permanent injury.
Lower boots, baby!
Now, I could take the next few seconds to talk about a bunch of technical stuff about why these boots are awesome. Like how each of our boots are Gore-Tex lined, which allows for moisture and sweat to escape while preventing water from getting in from the outside. Or the flex stabilizer at the base of the boot, which gives you extra support without compromising the flex of your boot. But at the end of the day, you can throw around all the fancy words you want till your throat is sore, and really there is only one question that actually matters. Do the boots get the job done? And speaking from first-hand experience, there isn't a hunting boot brand in Australia I would recommend more than Lower. Hands down, they make the best hunting and hiking boots in the country.
This is your testimony. He said as he falls in.
Well, I'm lucky I didn't go any lower.
Yeah.
That was the most uncomfortable rock crossing I've ever done.
Mine were like good.
Mine were good.
The high countries, they're the ticket. I'm
Ankle
falling
support,
nowhere.
Side support.
No slip.
No slip.
Now, quick caveat, as good as Lower boots are, they can't stop you falling over if you're a complete muppet.
Careful. You alright?
All good? Oh, I'm good. I'm good, baby. I hear some yelling off in the distance. I'm tipping at Dodge and Chris. Found that deer. Fingers crossed he's up here.
So, just found the first blood. Here. Here. And it looks like it follows all the way up.
The decision to take a young animal's life like this fawn is never an easy one. It's a complex decision that each hunter needs to think about ahead of time. Quality of meat, balance of the ecosystem, personal ethics, these are all factors a hunter needs to take into account before pulling the trigger.
One down. Time to start thinking about getting her gutted and getting out of here.
Now the hard work begins.
That's it.
6 p.m. At least it's a little snack pack can be carried out pretty easily.
I'm thinking, yeah, will I just carry it? Will someone carry a bag?
Oh, I got a game bag.
I reckon we can just...
Put the whole thing in a game bag and drop it in a bag.
Yeah.
With the deer bagged up and our spirits high, we started the hike back to camp. The terrain was difficult, but we didn't let that dampen our joy. After all, we just landed a deer on the first day. What's not to celebrate? But unfortunately, the old phrase rings true.
Oh, you're right.
What comes up must come down.
All good.
Little did we know that this single knock of the rifle scope would dramatically change the course of the hunt.
That was hard. That was a workout.
But there is no value worrying about it now. Tonight we have a theatre of stars and an inviting bed in our tents. The next morning we got up early hoping to catch the deer as they transitioned from their feeding grounds to their beds. It wasn't long before we saw a doe and its fawn, and then a few minutes later a spiker at over 200 metres. I quickly got set up for the shot on the spiker and fired. A clean miss. The spiker bolted and then joined a group of fallow bumping up off the top of the hill. Now, we all miss shots from time to time, and if you're shooting over 200 metres, all it takes is a shift of the wind or a sudden change in your breathing to alter the bullet's trajectory. But in this situation, I was confused. The shot felt good, But given we had more hunting opportunities, I put it down to a bad shot and figured we'd head back to the buggy and move on to a different location. But the seed of doubt had been planted. Maybe something else was going on.
Look like it's been grazed on the top a little bit, but not too much. That's quite high.
Dang kangaroos, always giving us away. The heads of this land have been bitten off.
That's you looking. 114.
Yeah, I got 119.
We've just seen there's at least 2 bedded deer. There's like a... No, are they goats?
No, they're definitely deer.
114 metres just over there. So we've got the creek between us. The one on the left just stood up. The orange one to the... she's looking at me. She just said, safety's off. Go. Shoot. Firing. I can't see her shoulder. Go in her eyes. Shot. She's firing. Yeah. It was front straight through. I can't see her. She ran away.
There's no blood. So I'm really struggling on this hunt. Like, not physically, but emotionally. And I'm not usually like that. And I'm conscious as well that this is showing on TV and that it could be seen as, you know, whingy, whiny, whatever. But the reality is that we're out here hunting when you're bumping deer or clean missing them or whatever it is. It's just hard. It's just really hard. And I guess you got 2 options, right? You can we've still got a couple of days of hunting, and so you need to kind of suck it up and just deal with that and find that well of energy or inspiration within you, motivation, willpower, call it whatever you will. But it's hard to muster it up when you don't have it. And when you're watching the people around you see the shots that you're missing, and you're seeing from them wanting to lift you up and wanting to build you up, and you're embarrassed. You want to let them down. You want to let yourself down. That's really hard. It's really hard. I need to get out of it though. I need to get out of it. I need to keep hunting. Muster that willpower. Let's go.
Having missed 2 shots in a row, we decided to head back to camp so that I could check the zero on my rifle scope. Maybe the fall I took the other day knocked the scope out of alignment. Or at least, that's what I hoped.
So I'm not even really sure what kind of result I want, because if I shoot and it's off, well then it's the rifle, and then that makes me feel a little bit better personally, and then we have to spend a few rounds to get it better when we go out. Or I nail it and then the shots was an issue with me, which is not as fun to stomach. So let's have a look at 100 meters. Clear. Yeah. So it's the scope, which makes me feel a lot better. Bullseye? Oh, man, I feel much better now. Dodger said that was a bullseye, so now we're shooting straight. So what we're going to try and do now is go find a kid goat, because Geordie has a really cool recipe. What do you call it?
And so like an Argentinian style asado. So we want to get a smallish goat because we don't want to cook it all day, and we want to butterfly it, and then we're going to rub it down with, we've got some Carnivore Collective Greek souvlaki rub that I think will go really, really well. And then we're going to put it on a metal cross, and we're going to roast it over some low coals for about 4 or 5 hours, constantly basting it with like a chimichurri sauce.
Hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Some chopped potatoes, some charred corn.
Let's roll.
Dead. Perfect shot.
Thank you, sir. So, once again.
Carnivore Collective have just released this fantastic series of meat rubs. This is the Greek souvlaki meat rub.
What we're going to do to get started, we're going to butterfly this and get it onto the grill. Plenty of olive oil, rub her down, and then we're going to apply our seasonings. So we're going to go real liberal with the seasoning. They give me plenty. I'm going to get it in here. I'm going to massage that into the meat. Pretty sparse with it, and what we want is to be liberal. Get a ripping set of coals going, put it over that, and we'll be good to go.
With the goat over the coals on the rifle shooting straight, we headed out for one final hunt.
The wind is swirling, and there's sort of more goats over this way, so we're just going to hug this tree line.
I think they've actually popped over the other side. I thought that would be on this side, but I think they've actually popped over. So we'll just keep moving this way. The wind's actually... So, that same group that we were looking at this morning, we thought that they had just basically popped down the ridge, but they've obviously beelined it all the way up this spine.
Yeah. Cool. I've got him. Look at the other. Sitting at the top of the hill. That's crazy. Those two billies are probably a metre from each other. If that. That was good. That worked.
That was great.
Having all of those shots hit, hearing the thud at 180, 190, that just feels really good. We took our time. Two nice billies, like a metre from each other. Let's go get them. So good. Look at his neck, Geordie. I can't touch my fingers on my thumbs. That's his neck. That's insane. That's so thick.
Now all that was left to do was to get the butchering done so that we could head back to camp and enjoy the goat that Geordie had cooked earlier using the Carnivore Collective. And boy, was it tasty. Now, I'm sure that some people will think that releasing this video as it happened is a bad idea, that it risks damaging my reputation, even though I've never ever professed to be an expert hunter. But this couldn't be further from the truth in my mind. You see, dishonesty is the thief of growth. When you lie about a challenge, you rob yourself of the opportunity to learn from it, to grow. I'm not here to convince people that I'm some hotshot. I'm here to grow and become a better person, a better hunter. And hopefully my story, with its challenges and its victories, can inspire you to take the same path.
That was really good. Hey, where's your patch?
What patch?
Oh, Georgie's a member of the club. I've got one. Georgie's got one. Where's your patch?
Represent. What do you want to buy?
There you go.
Patch.
Consider yourself badged.
Consider yourself.
Listen, if you love hunting, or maybe you've just started your hunting journey, I want to personally invite you to join like me as a member of the Australian Hunters Club. Through our club, you can go in the draw to win professional hunts and hunting products every month. You can connect with members like Geordie, Dodge and myself, attend events and more. You can learn more or join the club over at australianhunters.com.au and have experiences just like this one. And speaking of this experience, this video only shows a fraction of the full hunt, missing out on some pretty exciting events like this beautiful black billy I shot on day 2. So to catch up on what you've missed, head over now to the Huntsman YouTube channel and look for the Season 2 playlist, where you'll find all of the episodes and exclusive bonus videos. Till the next time that I see you, happy hunting.
There was a goat not 3 meters from him, standing on that rock, and he didn't see it. Where he's standing now. That's right there to me.
We're here in sunny New South Wales again on another fun hunting adventure in the beautiful Australian summer heat. And given, if you've seen the last episode, I wasn't shooting too well, so I thought the first thing that we would do in this hunt is just put some rounds down at a target at 100 meters to make sure the rifle's shooting straight, because then I'll feel much better about what we're about to do, because hopefully tonight we're going to get some deer. Nearly an 8, nearly an infinity.
I reckon you're hitting the artery on the heart right there.
Yeah.
The heart, the artery.
That's severing the artery.
Now, it's one thing to hit a bullseye when you're lying prone with the rest, but you're not always going to be in this position when you're hunting. When you're out in the wild, the terrain and the animals will dictate how you're going to shoot. A good hunter needs to be flexible and be able to shoot in a number of different positions. So, before we moved on, Michael walked me through some of the routines that he regularly uses to hone his skills. Some wisdom I think we can all learn from.
That's putting you through the pressure of sitting, kneeling, standing, and taking quick consecutive shots.
It's nerve-wracking. It's so nerve-wracking. That was good. They were good. I was happy with those though.
That was very good.
I was happy with those shots. Helps when you're not having to lift the rifle. For the first 2 shots, I was having to compensate. If you're having to like adjust your resting position and lift up and put force, you'll move, because you're already, when it's stable, you've already got the wind, you've already got your own pulse and your own heartbeat, your own breathing, all that work against you. So if you're not dead on with not touching the rifle, just leaving it, don't even bother.
I've just seen a fox. I'm gonna try and shoot him with the 223.
Just don't shoot my And now the wind's blowing right towards him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like he is gone. Right.
There it is.
What's that?
He's forward shooting.
Just open it
Everyone
up.
sets up their rifle differently. In Michael's case with his 223, he doesn't use the safety, preferring an open bolt when not shooting. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know this and tried to engage the safety before taking my shot, which resulted in the rifle locking up and the fox getting away.
This is how we learn not to touch safety.
I said, is it a safety forward or safety back?
Michael was not happy about losing that fox.
So we just rocked up to where we're hanging out for the next couple of days. I've got Michael and Habib with me. This is where we're sleeping in this shearing shed, but we've just got this whole mass of wool right on the table that we're going to be using. So we figured we'd move it. It's probably not even worth setting up the full swag, just taking the mattress out of it and sleeping on top. Easy.
Oh, yeah. Michael's so naked.
Present for Michael. Got a present for you, buddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you reckon?
Merry Christmas.
What's this?
Oh,
Fantastic.
Look what I got.
Korean. Oh,
It just came in the mail yesterday.
did it? There you go.
So I'm bringing it with me.
There you go.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
That's all right.
Later that afternoon, we geared up for the first hunt of the trip. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but I must admit, the first hunt of any trip feels a lot like gambling. You never know what you're going to see, and I'll be the first to admit that that feeling is incredible.
It's a young fallow. Probably like a fawn or a yearling. Just gonna make way up to the tree. Just wait, just wait. Don't move. Don't move. She's alright. She's fine. Sit. Right. Yeah. Dead cow. That's it. There she is. There she is. No, she's not. Oh, dang it. No, she's gone. She's gone. Oh, that was so close.
Now, it turns out Lady Luck was on our side. Later that afternoon, shortly after leaving camp, we found a strong herd of fallow deer feeding on the nearby hillside. But that's what you can expect sometimes when the feed is so good. The only problem is that the farmer wants that feed for his cattle, not the deer. A problem I'm happy to help address.
Yeah, so they're still tucked away. We're hoping they're kind of just over here, but the sun's getting close to going over those pines, so we gotta move.
Sam.
Yeah, middle. And there's a couple of roots.
We need to get close, I think.
There's like literally a couple of meters. We'll see the rest.
So we gotta crawl from here. We have to actually crawl.
It was a bad decision to wear shorts.
Well, it's 5 meters just to get the clearance from the grass. Would you reckon it's alright?
I reckon I should be fine.
Okay.
They're 200 meters though.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. You can take that.
We're gonna wait till the sun drops below these pines. Because it's really hard to see with the rifle. We're looking straight into the sun. So we'll wait to see if dark, to see if a buck comes out. And the last minute we'll take a shot if we need to. 31 deer. And probably about 5 or 6 kangaroos. And yeah, I know I can feel. Oh crap. Desiree, we're gonna try and get closer. Okay.
stop.
Oh, we spooked him.
Left, left, left. Let's stop. Stop.
Stop. Turn.
Little one to the left.
Yeah, just not broadside.
That white one.
Turn. No.
Oh, there's the cattle that's spooked.
So we wanted to check this basin here to see if there was any bucks in there.
Yeah.
And because we couldn't see coverage over it, and we could see them across the face of the hill. And we thought, well, let's just push it 2 or 3 meters just to get coverage of that basin. But I think that we spooked a cow next to us, and then that spooked the deer, and then they just ran. So, yeah.
Now the good news is that all is not lost. I actually caught up with this same herd the next day in what turned out to be an epic stalk that had a crazy ending you'll definitely want to see, trust me. You can watch this exclusive video over at the Huntsman YouTube channel. Just look for the Season 2 playlist, which is where you'll find this bonus episode, as well as the rest of the videos from Season 2.
Oh, that smells good. A V, Jesse.
Yep. V.
You traitor. Natural caffeine. This morning the plan is to head out to the fringe country and see what we can see. There's a beautiful kind of rolling section of pasture where the deer like to come out in multiple places through the fence, through the broken parts in the fence, and some of them just clear the fence because they don't even really care about the holes. We'll just see what we see. There's plenty of does around and spikers, so either way we'll get a deer for the freezer. Should be good. So I thought this morning I'd go with the trusty old pants rather than the shorts, because yesterday I was eaten alive by ants when we were sitting down, and also was scuffing my knees as we were crawling. So pants this morning for the win. Hopefully it gives me a better experience. So for all you new hunters out there in Australia, this is something that you see all the time. Sometimes confuses people. They think it's a snake. It's kind of a line in the sand, but what you're actually seeing is the tail of a kangaroo as it drops and it drags, whereas a snake will kind of make like an S slithering shape. Whereas this foot there. Yeah, there's his foot. So it's like and it can be like an interrupted line too, because they're hopping and the tail hits the ground and drags, and then hits the tail and drags. So yeah, there's a few things here. Some little deer, little fallow prints here. They're like a fawn, they're tiny. I wonder where they went. You want to shoot off that door?
No. Oh yeah.
Boom! Headshot.
No, it wasn't a headshot.
No?
Right in the middle of the body.
That's a big hair too.
They're big.
That's a monster hair.
It's as big as a fox.
That's crazy.
You'll see.
Yeah, big hair. Jeez.
Yeah, 2 of those would be your height.
Just be careful.
So there's a dark black fallow doe just at the log over here, 230 metres. Back behind these rocks, and then crawl forward, I think.
Alright, let's do that. Yeah.
She's just dug down again.
Yeah. Let's just get in closer. Come on. Let's get closer. Should be alright. Should be fine. Don't worry.
Safety's off.
Yeah, but it's time now.
Not
You ready?
It's turned. It's not a shot. Just wait. Just wait.
Alright, firing.
No.
It's broadside.
Yeah,
Firing.
What I find encouraging is that even though Michael and Habib have a strong focus on animal management and support the pest control industry, none of the deer they shoot go to waste. They carefully and meticulously process and bag every last scrap of meat to feed their families. This is a lesson that we can learn as Australians. Deer don't have to be a problem. In fact, they can easily become the solution to our growing food problem, if only our government understood them as a resource.
So I'm not much of a chef, in fact I'm terrible at it, but one thing that I can cook quite well and I do really enjoy cooking is venison schnitzels. It's a super easy recipe that you can do, the whole family will love, my kids love it because it's meat and carbs. So what I thought we'd do is we'd do a little bit of a twist. We'd do like a venison schnitzel traditional rub, but then we'd also use these new Carnivore Collective rubs. We've got Outback here as well as venison. So we'll do a 50-50 split, half of each, and we'll see how it goes. There we go. Look at that, that looks great. Take it from the egg into the flour, from the flour into the crumb. Really get a lot of it in your crumb. Oh, look at that. You know when you have like that salt and vinegar crispy chicken? I'm thinking it might be like that, but I don't know. That's just what it smells like. Yeah. A bit.
Yeah, amazing.
How good is that? Yeah, go.
I'm gonna fight for it.
Plate it up, plate it up. Carbs on carbs. That, look at that.
That's a really, really good mix.
You can buy Carnivore Collective from the My Slice of Life website. I'll drop a link below if you're interested.
That's my slice of life right there.
That's a slice. That tastes unreal.
I got a confession, man.
Yeah,
That fox is eating me up.
I can tell.
We've got to get it. Fox can be a menace to his livestock.
Yeah.
You know, killing the lambs and stuff like that. It's not a pretty death for them. So
But it's not just the foxes as well, it's the deer. The deer are also affecting the farmer.
the deer affects the farmer. They damage the fencing. They'll obviously it costs a lot of money to do fencing.
Yeah.
So they'll put fence up. Deer damages it. As soon as you've got big holes, the livestock just start losing. It's a huge cost.
Yeah.
So when they're competing on grass,
Yeah.
especially sometimes it gets a bit dry, they're trying to feed their cattle. They don't want the deer eating all the grass.
Yeah.
So they get in big numbers.
Yeah.
We're not talking 1 or 2 deer. You know.
So you're talking, if we're talking like 300 deer is 300 cattle that aren't being fed on the grass.
Not an exact science, but it's close.
Yeah.
We'll be using this tonight. It's the spider bot. We call this the spider bot Venom.
Nice.
That's the Venom model. What it is a scanning device for your thermal, which you can scan while you're on the car. Yeah, have a play with that.
Nice. And a laser as well.
The laser is a pointer to tell you where your thermal is pointing.
Yeah.
The thermal is streaming an image into the car where you've got a screen,
Yeah.
and it is telling you what you're pointing at. There's an auto scan button, click that, and you can just scan slowly. You can select the speeds as well.
So essentially you're replacing the mate that you have who's holding
Yeah.
the thermal.
You might probably call it Spider Mate then.
Yeah, spider mate. That is so cool. So why would I get this? What's the advantage in having this?
Well, when it comes to reducing numbers of pests, we've got to try and make it as easy as possible. The rack and rest is going to hold your rifle for you while we're driving around. While we're actually scanning, once we've spotted the animal, we'll position the car for you. The rifle will be ready, and all you got to do is aim the rifle with the red torch that we've got on it at the animal, because you'll know where it is. The laser will be telling you where it is.
Where it is, yeah.
And you'll be able to point at the laser and shoot the animal very quickly.
That's unreal.
Without disturbing anything else.
That's so good.
The magnetic feet just magnetise to the roof.
Nice.
Try to put it on the most level position.
Yep.
So that your camera can rotate on a level position. What is that?
It's a rabbit.
No, it's a predator.
Is it a little cat or a little fox?
Give me a second, I'll just zoom a little bit. That way. Yeah. Got it. Just gone down to the ground. That's pretty crazy. So I reckon we saw this fox on the first day. This is the one that we saw when we were sighting the rifle, and then yeah, tonight we finally got him.
We caught up with him.
You said we would as well, and we have.
It doesn't go off.
Yep, hold on.
Back up, hug it. Okay, go straight. Over to that hill. Alright, go. Give me a shot. I can only go so far. Okay. Make sure that's enough. Get him on camera. Get him on, I'm ready to shoot. No.
Get
Then you got him. So he's on order. Yeah.
You ready? Good job.
Stop.
No. Good. They're coming towards us, they're running. They're in the cover. Off the hill. Getting to the tree.
Oh yeah, back up.
Gone.
Ahead, we'll have to shoot down. I'm going to see where it's going. You're the hill here.
Follow the laser. You got it, Chris? Yeah, there it is.
That's a long way away.
Going up the hill.
Too dusty, I can't see a thing.
It's still on.
Yeah, but
Go.
that's 150 meters now.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, broadside perfect. Good. This is so much fun. I'm just looking at Habib and Michael now move through the bushes. They've actually just found the deer that we've shot. How cool is that? It just goes to show you how effective this technology is. And it's actually a lot of fun as well to both be the shooter on the rack, but also the person controlling the thermal. You can see them actually dragging it back right now. I'll record that. That's so cool. I think though, the most fun thing about this trip has been hanging out with Michael and Habib. Honestly, there's no compromise for community, and we're both members of the Australian Hunters Club. I'm a member of the Australian Hunters Club. We want to invite you personally to join the Australian Hunters Club, australianhunters.com.au. It doesn't matter if you're a new hunter or you're a veteran hunter, there's a lot to get out of the club. You can go on the draw to win professionally guided hunts every single month. You can get discounts, eagle eye discounts on this technology and a whole bunch of other cool things. But most importantly, to connect with other hunters and go out hunting like this. It's been a lot of fun and I've had a blast.
Finally, don't forget to check out that bonus stalking video from this trip, which you can find exclusively over at the Huntsman YouTube channel. Now, I didn't mention it before, but we actually had a pretty epic drone crash while filming this trip, which resulted in me running up a mountain like a madman after last light in a desperate search to find the drone. And we also documented that in a separate video, also available on the Huntsman YouTube channel if you're interested. Otherwise, till next time, I hope you can get out hunting yourself.
Who's this adolescent?
There he is. It's Bill. Yes, mate.
Hey, Rosie.
Hey, man.
How are you, mate? How's the trip?
Good, man. Good to see you.
You too, mate. Please, come on in. Come on in. Come on.
I'm going to show you this house. Some of the heads Bill has in here. Absolutely cracking. So good. Oh, man. Yeah.
I'll send you photos. But I want to see the real.
Look at this. Look at this. My goodness, man.
We're in the middle of the rut, I'll tell you.
It's so good. We are literally in the middle of the fallow deer rut. The reds are roaring, the bucks are croaking, and this is the place to be in Australia.
We're going to do the best to give your viewers in on the action. Let them feel it, feel the vibe, feel the... it's going to be awesome.
We're going to get amongst it, and we're going to be selective with what we're shooting, but yeah, Bill's right. What we're going to experience is going to be like anything else that you'll see, hear, or feel. It's going to be unreal.
Wait and see what's coming.
I'll get unpacked and then we can get started. I just saw Bill's number plate. And I thought it was hippie hunt, but it's happy hunting. So what's the plan? What are we doing?
Let's get out there.
Yep.
No mucking around. We've got to get up there early. The deer are doing different things at the moment.
Yeah.
They're in full rut. We want to get it on camera for these guys there, so they're going to be in there with us, and let's go hunt.
So Bill, I wanted to ask you, because I ask this to everyone that I hunt with for the first time, especially if it's someone new, how do you want the rifle set up? I want to know that you're comfortable and that you know the condition the rifle's in, and I want to know that what condition it's in too.
Yeah, 100%. Chris, good question. And a lot of people do sometimes make the mistake of, even an empty chamber, if the bolt is down, I still don't know what's in it, right?
Yeah.
So what you're doing is perfect. I don't mind. Put your ammunition into your magazine, have it ready to go, bolt open. It could be in the gun, but when we're going to commit to a hunt or a stalk, and I ask you, load one, then load one, at least I know then we're ready to fight.
Yeah, it's good. Well, let's do that.
He's just now sitting under the tree, but he's not like anything special.
You do like that. I like a pig.
Why do you think the bucks start croaking more in the morning? It's the mornings and the evenings.
Most mornings and evenings is when they're most active, as all deer are.
Isn't that what most guys do? Off in a bed at night?
Well, it takes me
Hey, honey.
takes me all day to do what I used to do all night.
I reckon they were closer than what we thought. Probably 5 meters from us. That's crazy. I told you, I'll get him to come to us. I can't get enough of it. It's so good.
It's right there.
So it was pretty cool getting close to those bucks in that rut stand, but we haven't had any other luck during today. So we thought we'd head back and go cook up some food.
I got some of that collective carnivore stuff that needs some rubby. Let's go rub it on.
We're gonna go cook some food. Is what we're gonna go do. Some carnival. What is it called?
Carnivore collective. Yeah, did I say that? No. What did I say? Collective carnival something.
So for the last few episodes of The Huntsman, we've been using this carnivore collective rubs on a whole bunch of different game meat. But what's great about it is that you don't actually have to use it on game meat. You can work on any kind of meat. So tonight, after a hard day's hunting, we're going to cook up some chicken ribs. We're going to use this chipotle and lime on that. We're also going to put the garlic butter on some of this corn. So we're going to have corn on the cob. We're going to cook up some rice as well and do some curry rice with some vegetables, and it will come up an absolute treat. Phil's gonna cook. I'm gonna watch. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our rice on the boil. Once that's done, we can then move on to our corn, get our corn in as well, because that's gonna take a little bit of time. Then we can move over to our chicken ribs. We're gonna put a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt, not too much, because most of the flavoring is gonna come from this chipotle and lime seasoning. We're gonna make sure we rub that all the way through the meat so that it's fully infused in there, so that we put it in the oven and cook it. It's gonna taste absolutely beautiful. After that, we're gonna prepare our sides, get them all chopped up, ready to go, and then we're ready to eat. Hard not to love chicken.
A little bit chilly in there too, man.
Oh yeah. I do like the happy dance when I sing, when I'm like happy when I'm eating. I'm like,
So it's the morning of the second day. If you listen behind me, not that. Cows are going off. You can hear the reds roaring. And the fallow buck croaking too. He's probably like 50 meters away.
So what's the plan? What do you want to do this morning? Well, today we've got a big morning. We're going to go and try to get into some really tight rut stands. Some that don't get normally visited by much people at all because they're in deep. We're going to try our best to find that monster. So yesterday, getting to 5 meters of this buck. It was just hilarious.
Today's aim's 4.
I'm trying to find that needle in the haystack. The way that they're going off now.
Yeah, it's
the chances.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just listen to that.
Again. Let's do it, man.
Let's go, man.
Sometimes it's hard to plan
But when this goes, sometimes it's hard to plan that sound.
music to my ears, my friend. It's music to my ears. Let's go in amongst them.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's the coolest.
Once we come in, we've got to cut across. There's a little bit of thick stuff. But as soon as we get the thick stuff, we're going to end up with that ferny, tusky kind of stuff. That's the stuff we're going to use for cover. We're going to try to keep low, let them do their thing so we don't disturb them. That way we can see each one as they're croaking. They'll have females in there as well.
Okay.
Because if you listen carefully in between the croaks, you can hear the kneel. So that's his females all going. Did they quiet down sometimes? Alright, let's do it now. As soon as I took off, I broke a stick. We're at a shooting range at the moment, but we're still not clear on visual to inspect the antlers. We're going to move another 50 metres, but we're going to get in and settle. Once we settle, they'll forget about us. As soon as they forget about us, they'll go back to their normal thing. So discreetly now, just nice bob in, get in there and sit down tight and let them all come back out again. Now, a bit of them know our presence.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't bring in presents, we brought the rifle with us. Different presents. But Let's see if we can go find the lucky recipient, the birthday boy.
So one of the advantages in stalking in this kind of country is that you're walking on sand. So it's not like the Victorian Alpine where everything's crunchy, really, really crunchy.
Sitting in this rut stand, watching these incredible animals, it's tough to ignore the harsh reality. The South Australian government plans to eradicate all deer by 2032. That's 40,000 deer shot an average of 5 times from helicopters, left to rot and lead-poison native wildlife. Even private properties may be targeted without consent, with landowners forced to pay the bill. Recently, there was even a disturbing incident where a government-contracted helicopter accidentally trespassed on private land, shooting at deer while a hunter below was forced to flee, fearing for their safety. Now, while I agree that managing deer numbers is crucial for protecting our primary industries and farmers, this costly, unethical and inhumane method isn't the solution. The government should view deer as an opportunity for tourism, hunting and sustainable meat procurement. I urge you to join me in contacting the South Australian government to voice your concerns.
Bruce, don't worry about the fallow hunt, bro. That chital, we're not passing on that chital, bro. No way.
Nah, man.
Look at the browse on that thing. No,
That's awesome.
bro, even the inners. Have a look at the inners. Yeah. We're not passing on that, bro.
No. Let's go.
I'm gonna shoot.
Let's go.
Now.
He's just going for the trees. Damn it. That chital that we saw before. He's just gone into the trees. Still see his legs. I can still see his legs.
You know what, man? Bro, he's only just gone in a few meters. I reckon if we see him,
Where do you see him?
have a look. See where the white rock is?
Yeah.
Just above the white rock. Just go above the white rock. He's in that timber. See the doe? There's about 3 does. He's standing still. I can still see his antler there.
Yeah.
Bro, they're not going in far, yeah? Let's just sit it out.
Bill and I were talking before about some like strategies that you can use to call the deer out. But when he's sitting there and he's got his girls and he's happy, like he's filled his harem quota.
He's following one doe at the moment. While she's with her group, he'll stay with that group.
If she left the group, would he leave with her?
Yeah, he's chasing her around.
Okay.
The only reason why he's left his guard down like that, stag with that caliber, is because she's getting close.
She's on heat, yeah.
He's got to stay with her until she's ready to mate.
Yeah, okay. He's putting in the time.
Yeah.
He's a true gentleman.
Got to stay with her. Okay, so I've asked the cameraman to turn on the camera for a second because
This is always scary when you ask anyone anything.
we've been here for an hour and I'm getting sick of waiting. I'm going to go and try to get another angle. If I can't see him there, I'm just going to walk down.
Yeah, just come back.
But if he comes running down, just shoot him on the run.
I'm going to go.
Just this, Bill. He wants us to go around.
Yeah, but please, being all together, we've got to stay in line with one another. But I found him was about 30 metres away, man. But the does are moving, so we've got to get there.
Can you see how much of his chest can you see?
No, you can see his body, but there's timber there. He's in a little bit of trees, but we've got to get there. Hey, stay in line.
About 50 or 60 metres from us, but we need to get closer. Got him.
That shot was crazy, just went straight down.
Yeah? 38 meters. That's a chital, man. That's a chital. Oh. Nice. What is that? What is that? Thank you. What a cracking store. Good stuff. Real good stuff. What an amazing animal.
So this deer is really special because it's not just my first chital, it's my first chital stag. It's both. And it's really nice when the animal has no idea that you're there and it's just living its best life. It's not under any stress and you're not under any stress and everything just goes smoothly. And it's a joy to hunt. You play the game, you put the time in, and this can be the result. And it's, yeah, I'm pretty happy, as you can see. It's a beautiful animal, just absolutely gorgeous. And he'll taste great too. And that's a fallow buck croaking. It's pretty special. As Bubba Diome once said, in the end, we will conserve only what we love. We will love only what we understand, and we will understand only what we are taught. This sentiment underscores the essence of hunting. It's not merely about pursuing game, it's about our profound connection to the land and to each other. So let me put the question to you. What do you value? What do you want to conserve? And what do you want to learn? As a proud member of the Australian Hunters Club myself, I know firsthand the value of belonging to a strong hunting community. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned hunter, being part of such a community is essential for sharing experiences, learning and growing together. That's why I'm excited to extend a personal invitation to you to join us. As a member of the Australian Hunters Club, you'll have the chance to win professionally guided hunts each month, participate in hunts hosted by fellow members, gain insights from other hunters, and even have the opportunity to win hunting gear through our monthly draw. But most importantly, being part of a club means finding and connecting with other hunters, just like I've done with Bill on this hunt. To learn more or join the club, visit australianhunters.com.au. Now, before you go anywhere, I actually shot another monster on this trip just before I had an embarrassing toilet incident. It was all recorded in another cheeky video, which I've linked in the description. You can watch this bonus video over at the Huntsman YouTube channel. Just look for the Season 2 playlist. But for now, I'll leave you with this teaser.
When I went and did that poo, I actually did it in a deer's bed.
In someone's bed. you know what you said to me? You go to me, Bill, I'm gonna have a shit. And I turned around and I said to you, Chris, you shit me. When I heard you going, I thought there was a deer behind me.
You go.
Oh, he went. He went.
So we're out here in southeast Victoria hunting during the 2024 duck season. Pretty excited. I've got my mate Brett with me, his son Will, and there's a possibility that we might also get some hog deer on this property because we are in the hog deer season as well. Fingers crossed. But at least we'll go out and we'll hit the ducks and have some fun. Put this over here, I'll show you guys something. So I rarely get to show this because I don't really take 2 rifles on a trip. Oh, Will, can I have a look?
Yeah, have a look, right?
Have a look, Will. This is the beauty of these evolution gear cases. You ready? Oh, shotgun or rifle.
The dog's trained to go left or right or 45 degrees angle back or come in to the left or right. So it's a whole range of commands he's grown up with and he understands.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
He'll go until
He'll go against his instinct. If you tell him he needs to go left, even though he knows the duck's right, he'll still go left.
Yep.
I got you some stuff.
Thank you.
So, nice jumper, ridgeline camo shirt, some shorts, so not for today, for another day.
Oh, a jacket.
Oh yeah, man.
These pants.
Pants, nice. I got some exactly the same too. They're great. And a neck gaiter, unless you want to wear them.
I want to go.
We'll wait for the transformation, the makeover.
Yeah, me and William went out last night and moved some decoys around and collected everything we need because the weather was going to change, so we thought we'd go out this morning and chase a few ducks. Nice. And we'll set up down there. William will do a bit of calling and a bit of identifying as I will and you will, and we'll shoot a few ducks, and if we're lucky, Soxy will retrieve a couple for us.
Sounds good.
We're about to go out and set up the wing ducks, which are these things. You put them on the poles and they spin. make it look like there's a few ducks coming in.
It's always a good sign when there's ducks about, so we'll go out and set up and have a shoot for a couple of hours, see how we go. You right? Show you that.
Yeah, show us your... Yeah. Yeah. So black duck teal.
Yeah.
What's this?
Black duck teal. That's just a feed call, mating call.
Yep.
They'll come back call and help call.
Yep. Do you use it much?
No.
Just there for looks. There's no battery in it.
You can get it with timers on them, you can get them with remote controls. These are all had remote controls and they keep breaking down, so I've just gone to straight battery.
Yeah.
It's not like I used to run them where you'd see the duck coming and I'd turn it on.
Yeah.
And then I'd turn it off as they were getting as if they were gliding in, but they work either way.
Do you ever reckon a duck will fly over a spread of decoys and look at it and just go, nah, that's
all the
not
time.
real?
All the time.
We both had our safeties on. I thought my gun had jammed because I wasn't thinking about the safety. So we're going to call it. It's been an interesting morning. We got one duck. Not from lack of trying, you know. It's all right though. I think just the weather in general. It hasn't been great for them, so we're giving it like a good, what, 4 hours?
Easily.
Yeah, easily 4 hours. So we'll go back out, we'll get some food, and then see if we can get some of them in the afternoon. We have been out on the ducks. I've got Chantal and Eloise with me, and we are going to be cooking up some of these ducks, but you've got a cool recipe that we're going to try using this game bird from Carnivore Collective. What are we doing?
We're going to make duck poppers.
Duck poppers. What does that involve?
It's a quick, easy little processed recipe that you can do while you're out in the field.
Yep, something good for the family.
Yeah, something easy to eat and enjoy. Well, we're going to start off, we're going to cut the jalapenos. Come, Boo.
Good job.
Alright, we're going to flick the seeds out.
Now touch your eyeballs.
No, don't.
Give them a good rub. Get a bit that. It's the best looking one so far. Why do yours look all manky?
I don't know.
Good work.
Doesn't have to be perfect, Ella. Scrape that onto the ground. Best thing about being out in the field.
Yeah, exactly. Nice black duck.
Nice black duck.
With the skin on it.
It is at the moment, yep.
So you've already got the feathers off and you've had it soaking in a brine?
Had it in the brine, yes. Homemade brine.
What was in the brine?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Garlic powder, thyme, oregano, salt, pepper.
Nice.
Bay leaf.
How long did you have it in the brine for?
24 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, Lefty.
How do you get it off? How do you do that?
With skill. Precision.
This
is what she does to your dad when he doesn't come home from the trip sometimes.
No, he does not.
Just to turn the backbone.
Yep, down along the backbone.
And then you can use your thumb to kind of like rip off the breast.
Yep.
It's gonna go to air and then you're gonna get snapped up for some cooking show. That was wild game cooking.
Out on the wetlands where the wild things roam, there's a little girl named Eloise, got a kitchen of her own. With her apron on tight and a giggle in her voice, she's cooking up some wild game, it's her favorite choice. She's got a knack for duck, quail, and turkey too. Her family's wetlands farm, where her dreams come true, with a fire in her eyes and a smile that's bright. Eloise is stirring up flavors day and night.
Some cream cheese.
Want me to put it in the jalapeno?
Yep.
I can't eat that one now though. You've got your grubby little mitts in it. Look at it, you're kneading it. You're just getting your fingers as deep into the jalapeno as you can. It's disgusting. Looks great.
Grab a piece of duck.
Okay, now what do we have to wrap it in it?
Start and roll nice and tight. Oh yeah. And then you need your toothpick. Bam.
Toothpick.
Better than a giggling Gertie.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
That good?
That's really good. Oh man.
That kick.
The jalapeno fell out.
Eat up.
With our bellies full and the ducks playing hard to get, Will and I opted for an afternoon hog deer hunt. Hog deer, originally from the Indian subcontinent and Indo-Gangetic plain, naturally gravitate towards dense swampy environments like this one in Australia. The challenge lies in their diminutive stature, standing at just 60 centimetres tall. This makes hunting them effectively only possible through use of a blind.
So what have we got there? What's that?
A hog deer, by the way they're pushed in.
Yeah. Small little one. About yay big.
Yeah.
You can see
He's
in there.
been walking. And here, they just go put down because they're in a hurry. Because they just go straight down. They just don't stick.
They don't flatten out as much, do they?
Yeah. Do a shot of deer from here.
From here.
Yeah.
You can go around that way, it's not hard.
Yeah.
Last time I was here at this property, just having a look around, we saw deer bump between there from one side to the other. So I reckon my gut's telling me we should just sit in front of that water and just watch that corridor.
Yeah.
And hopefully the deer feed across it into the neighbouring property and we can get them as they transition.
Yeah. Because we have had them run out before.
Yeah. Come on behind us. So if we sit there, it'll be perfect.
Because I won't be able to smell us.
Correct.
Over here, so we can watch this area where they come in. And we've got this area, so we can get a bit closer to the deer, so instead of winding it, we can actually drop it on the dots.
In an era defined by toxic instant gratification, it has never been more important for us to instill in our children the virtue of patience. We must teach our children that certain treasures are only unearthed through waiting, and that what seems like an instant reward is actually often masking a deeper loss. It's a deception that robs us of true fulfillment and our chance to grow. Take your kids out hunting. Every hunt offers invaluable lessons, even when the prey remains elusive. In fact, especially when the prey remains elusive.
You're alright.
Horrible.
What's the plan this morning, Will?
We're gonna go up to the front where we were yesterday.
Yep.
We're gonna go have a crack at the ducks that were there that we missed.
Yep. Have you gone out and adjusted the spread?
Yeah.
Put all the hard work in for me?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Do you reckon we'll have a better shot today?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you reckon I'll shoot better today?
Yes.
Oh, good. It's nice because all you've been seeing on this trip is how everyone's shooting. That's good. All right. Well, shall we open the buggy and head out?
Yep.
Get the smoke out of your eyes?
Yep.
You're not tall enough, mate. That's your problem.
Walt Whitman famously wrote, "A child said, 'What is the grass?' fetching it to me with full hands. How could I answer the child? I do not know what it is any more than he." You see, hidden in this poem is a profound truth, that even the most humble and ordinary aspects of nature contain profound knowledge, wisdom, and meaning. You see, kids are hungry for wisdom and will seek it out whether we provide it or not. This is something that Brett understands at a deep level, a lesson that I think we could all learn from. So, what is grass? Well, if you don't venture into the wild places, how will you ever know?
Just wait until 8 o'clock start. Bag limit is 6. We'll just
We've got to wait, we've got 10 minutes to go. We'll call it when it's time. Yeah?
Yeah.
What are we going to shoot today? What's our effort?
We're gonna get a black duck
Yep,
and some teal.
some teal. All right, we've got a job ahead of us. Good boy.
Do Mounties always go in pairs?
Yeah, well, they pair up for partnership, but you'll get them in pairs and you'll get them in hundreds. So, yeah, these sort of areas, like I think yesterday I seen if there was 4 or 5 in a group come through,
Yep.
and they'll just hang around together till they find their own partners and move on.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yep. So I use that for like the our male black duck, and then they can use it for a whistle for the male teal. No, like this. It's a different sound, this one. If you're lucky enough to come a couple of big mounties, got a couple of mounties coming.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Semi-overcast morning, so we've still got a little bit of fog that hasn't fully burned up, but nice and still. I've got a good feeling about this one. But I'm like the eternal optimist, so don't take my word for it. Wait till the ducks are down. Oh yeah, Australian Hunters Club. Yeah, check it out.
Upside down.
He's upside down. This is what it looks like the right way around. Nice!
All right, sucks.
It's early in the season and that makes it difficult. Obviously the birds aren't even breeding yet. You can even see on the plumage here. This is this beautiful grey teal. We haven't got as many ducks as we might have liked to get, but we're out here, we're in the wetlands where it's a bit harder. But it's mainly about family. It's mainly about getting out and hanging out with people, forming relationships. You must enjoy being out with your dad.
Yeah, it's learning.
Yeah.
And ducks and training and that. Patience.
Building some patience. You've been very patient, really patient. And that's the side of hunting that a lot of people don't see, is the whole family side of it. It's really important. And getting the kids out, especially the younger they are, the better of it. So after this morning's pretty average duck hunting, we've repositioned again on the other side of the property, now out sitting in the lake, and we've got young William down there with his grandpa set up. We're set up here. There are hundreds and hundreds of ducks all around us, and they don't want to leave the area. So we're going to sit in this little blind here, me and Brett, and hopefully we'll be able to get some to land in this decoy spread in front of us and have a bit better luck. Come. Come. Good boy.
Good boy.
Nice.
Good job.
Good job, buddy.
Good job.
For decades now, the Victorian duck hunting season has been a point of contention in the political arena. And in 2024, we came very close to losing it. Unfortunately, there's a group of people who hold to the position that duck hunting should be banned. A move which would destroy our lifestyle, tarnish our rich heritage, and prevent us from teaching our kids the importance of connecting with nature, not living in separation from it. Well, thanks to the inspiring work of the combined duck hunting community and the bravery of our unions, I'm happy to say that duck hunting remains alive and well in Victoria, Australia. I only wish that those who rally against our culture would stop for a moment, put down their billboards and invest some time building relationships with hunters, learning about our ethics and values. If they did, what they would find is families growing and flourishing together in front of their eyes, parents spending quality time with their kids, away from iPads, mobile phones, and the damage they cause. They would see multiple generations of loved ones actively and intentionally imparting knowledge to their young ones, building self-esteem, patience, and wisdom. Mornings spent exploring and engaging with the wilds of nature, evenings spent sharing stories and adventures by the fire. This is the heart of duck hunting. This is why we fought so passionately to keep it. We weren't fighting for the right to kill things. We were fighting to protect our families and the wholesome lifestyles in which they flourish. So if you're curious about duck hunting, find a club and get involved. Your life and your family will be better off for it.
Hey man, good to see you. I'm falling over. Mate. Man, I'm excited to hunt with you.
Yeah, I've been counting down the days to this one.
Get your cowboy boots off, mate.
Oi, look out.
Got you some goodies.
Look out. Isn't this betraying the Ariat brand here or what?
It is, mate. Bit of lower.
Yeah, they're nice. All right, let's do it. Tell you what, yeah, they are. They'll be nicer to hunt in than cowboy boots.
Yeah.
What's the chance that someone's going to pick us two up? I don't know. No, I'm going to have to undo another button.
It's going to be a long walk.
All right. That took us a lot longer than I thought.
Hey, how you going, mate? Real good. Hey, Jezreel, how you going, mate? Yeah, it's good.
Howdy, mate.
Hey,
good to see you again. Yeah. KC.
Yeah,
good to meet you.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Hello.
Good, thank you.
Howdy again. How are you?
How you doing?
Good to see.
How'd you do it?
It's moments like this that remind me of what's truly important in life. Good people enrich every experience, creating memories we cherish. Good hospitality goes beyond comfort. It's about feeling welcomed and connected. And good food sourced from the wild places, well, that's the secret sauce that binds it all together, right? Tonight, we celebrate more than just the promise of the hunt. We celebrate friendships that will grow stronger with every adventure.
All right, so we're heading out this morning. I've got my mates Brad, Scott, and Casey, and we're gonna be looking for two different target species. We're gonna be looking for deer and camels. Now, when it comes to camels, I've never hunted a camel before, and I don't even know if hunting's the right word is used to describe what you do when you shoot a camel. Maybe shooting is a better way to describe it. Again, I don't know what the level of difficulty is, and I know a lot of people get funny when you talk about hunting versus shooting. So it could be hunting, it could be shooting. All I know is that we're gonna put a stalk in, we're gonna do this as authentically and respectfully as possible. Hopefully we see some camels, hopefully we see some deer, but again, these are wild places, you never know what you can see. So we're just gonna get that there and have some fun.
So, here's a fun fact about camels in Australia. So, camels were introduced in the 1840s. Originally, the first group of camels, there was 4 of them that came from Canary Island, and they were sent to South Australia. Only one of them survives, and his name was Harry. Now, interesting thing about Harry is he has a pretty cool story. So, there was an explorer and pastorist named by Horrocks, and Horrocks was leading an expedition into the South Australia interior to try and find new agricultural land. And again, a camel was a novel idea and interesting way to do it. They hadn't been in Australia before. So he takes his camel Harry, and they travel for 23 days up into the interior of South Australia. Now, at one point they get to this lake, and Horrocks looks across the lake and he sees this beautiful game bird, and he decides that he wants to shoot it for his collection and stuff it and then mount it. So he gets Harry to lay down, he grabs his rifle, and it's the old ball trying to load the rifle. Harry decides he wants to stand up. He stands up, it hits the hammer on the rifle, igniting the rifle. It goes off, it blows off 2 of his fingers and takes off a series of teeth in his jaw, which is crazy. So then they've got 23 days to get back to Adelaide. They make that journey, he's got an infection, he's delirious. They finally get back. On the day before he dies, on his deathbed, he says, "I want you to shoot that camel." He dies. The steeple hand then takes the camel Harry out to shoot it, and right before the deed is done, Harry bites him on the head. So that's the first camel in Australia, which is a pretty cool, interesting story. It's crazy. So this is a promising sign. We've got deer tracks here and camel poo here. So this is one of the reasons why camels are so prolific in Australia. They eat cactus and stuff like this. I mean, it's hard to tell because there is a beetle that comes in and kind of damages these plants, and there's no super fresh bites on here, but you can see where they've grazed and bitten bits off, and even down here, this has kind of come off where they've done some damage. I mean, the most recent study we have of numbers of camels in Australia was done back in 2013, where they estimated 600,000 wild camels. And they estimate that's now grown by about two times since then. So it's over 1 million camels wild in Australia.
not keeping him. There you go, mate.
So we've just come off with a group of camels. Just sitting here now, looking at them. They're up on this hill up here, but the wind is not great for us. But they're really calm. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to curl this way and get to the top of the hill where the wind is in our face and then shoot down. Now, because they're so calm, they're so relaxed, I think we're going to try something a bit crazy. Okay, fingers crossed. I think we're going to try and get like a zoom camera set up and the stable camera as well as a drone, and have the drone up above the camels, and we're going to sneak in and then take a shot. This is what I mean about the difference between hunting and shooting. That's not really possible when you're hunting deer, but camels, I reckon we might be able to pull it off. So we'll just get into position and then see how we go. And if we can pull it off, it's going to be pretty cool. All right, so we're going to cross over this creek here and then go up the side of the hill to get back onto those camels we've just moved around. Before I do that, I thought it's a good opportunity to talk about this. This is the Hyperpod 3 from Eagle Eye Hunting Gear. You've seen me talk about the Hyperpod 2 before. Absolutely love it. Huge fan of it. This has just come out on the market, and the major improvement is that no longer do you have to adjust the height of your shooting stick with the tabular system. Now it has this here, so you can essentially use this little trigger here to adjust the height, and you can lock it off here, and then you're fixed. So I'm going to use this. I've got the Bipod 2 here on the bottom. Tuck it in like this. Lift it up. Totally stable. So I'm going to use this on the camels. But I thought before we get up there and it gets a bit intense and a bit wild and woolly and you don't know what's going to happen, I talk about this. Brad's been calling me the gadget man. I can see him laughing over there. Inspector Gadget. Maybe, but this is still pretty cool and it will actually really help you. We're only halfway up this ridge and I just spotted a camel on the skyline, and unfortunately when I saw him he saw us, and he's been staring at us and stomping, and what we're after is not the biggest camel. Like, the goal here is to harvest meat. We're not here for a cull, we're not here for a trophy or anything. We're not here to eradicate, we're here for food. So ideally we want a smaller camel, and when he's there standing and looking at us, we know that the camels are on the other side of the ridge. We can't push any closer or any further, otherwise they'll spook and go down the valley. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to sit here, we're going to wait him out, because either they're going to continue feeding and ignore us further down the valley coming towards us, or they're going to decide to nick off and peel over the other edge of the ridge, get going that way. So all we have to do now is just wait, because we can't see the smaller camel from here. Just a waiting game. Who's more patient, us or the camel? Probably the camel. Back away from us a bit. Okay. They're all there. He's there. They're there. They're looking at us, but the wings are nothing. They're all just up there. Yeah, they're literally like 5 meters right of him. In a little. Okay, go on. See if we go up a little bit higher. We push more. 3 shots into the shoulder before he went down. Oh man, that was cool. When you know what, I was like, I don't think I'm happy with the shot. And then you're like, I reckon they're gonna move any second. I was just like, and then you put the fear into me. I was like, okay, take the shot. Holy moly, look at it. Look at it. We're gonna get so much meat off this guy, it's ridiculous. And the cool thing is that we're actually having a camp for the Australian Hunters Club just in a couple of days. So we have an annual camp every single year. And this guy is just gonna be so much food that we can all enjoy. Really, like we have a problem with camels in Australia, but there's so many solutions, it's ridiculous, that rather than just going and culling them, like they can be a source of food, we can then export them and make money off them, there's tourism. These things don't have to be a pest. We can use them, and they're just an amazing animal anyway, that you can even just appreciate them because they're just incredible, just gorgeous things. Nice, eh? So I'm used to like a sambar heart being big, but like, look at that camel heart. That is huge.
About being
having a big heart. My son is gonna absolutely love that. That is gonna be delicious. Clean. Holy moly, that's incredible. That's a beautiful piece of meat.
For all the fat on it, like you were saying before.
Yeah.
All that fat.
It's not hard like a deer's, like the fat around here on a deer's heart is really quite like firm and you cut it off when you eat it, but this is like super gelatinous fat. We'll cut out all of this artery. Look how thick the artery is. Oh, that's insane.
Beauty. Help me with that. Did you really grab it?
Sure. You squashed my heart. So we're literally hours from having field dressed this camel, and we thought we'd cook up some straight away. Scott, what have we got here? We've got the
bit of eye fillet here, and a bit of skirt steak, which is a diaphragm from the inside to the camel.
So what I thought we would do is we'd like slice it up into some thin little strips, coat some with this. This is the Carnivore Collective Texas rub, and we'll do some with and we'll do some without. And I'm keen just to see what it tastes like because we're pretty hungry. We've been out all day. We haven't had breakfast or lunch or dinner. We're literally just gonna chuck it on the barbie, nothing special.
Oh, that's a lot. Look at that. Smells beautiful.
That does smell good.
You want to do the honours with it?
All right. Chuck it on the barbie. Did you want to do it, Brad? Brad's been eyeing this off.
Go for it. I'll get the without.
All right, you do without.
Oh yeah, this mess. There's one last little bit.
This is no fuss cooking. Trying to figure out what it smells like, and I think it's hard to tell, but I reckon it's more like it smells like a really good steak. All right, season, non-season, pick your poison.
I'm gonna try the season. Go non-season, I reckon.
I'm gonna go that season after smelling it.
Why can't we have both? That's nice, eh?
Good.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't long before members of the club started arriving, excited for the annual camp and the days to come. Days full of laughter, long nights by the fire sharing stories, and a hell of a lot of camel meat. One camel proved to be ample food for everyone over the course of the 3 days, taking the form of hearty stews, delicious steaks, and even some juicy camel rissoles. And apologies to everyone for the size of the onion slices I added. Also, thanks to Brad's generosity, we even raffled away a goat hunt.
Make your finger on.
Ready?
You moved it? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's on a line. It's on
it's yarn.
I actually filmed that goat hunt that Yarns won, and if you're interested in watching the full bonus video or any of the other episodes from Season 2, go check out the Huntsman YouTube channel and check out the Season 2 playlist. Otherwise, here's a sneaky preview of that hunt. We're about to go out on a goat hunt. We've spotted some goats on the hill, so we've just chucked it in the buggy and we're going to head out and see if we can get one of these billies. But Yarn's up, he's going to be shooting, so hopefully we'll have a good time. Ready to go, Scotto? Ready?
I've always dirtied everything that I found. This ain't no difference, so look at you now. And baby, cut yourself loose. Save all the things that I said that night. Playing it cool, but I never got it right. Baby, cut yourself loose. I was mesmerized by your eyes. You keep me up every night. Keep me up every night. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, now that you're gone.
If you're interested in learning more or joining me as a member of the Australian Hunters Club, visit australianhunters.com.au. I'd love to see you in our community. It's an incredible club that offers unique benefits you won't find anywhere else, such as monthly opportunities to win professional guided hunts. You might even find yourself hunting goats, pigs, or deer with Brad from Have a Go if you're lucky enough to win. Until next time, happy hunting. Previously on The Huntsman, everyone's favourite corporate cowboy KC, along with my friends Brad, Scott and I, tried our luck at harvesting a camel to feed some hungry campers. Well, today we're back at it again, however this time it's KC's turn to fill the freezer. Both wild goats and Rusa deer are on the menu, but it will be a race against the clock to see if we can get them. The cowboy is locked and loaded and confident. Let's hope he's shooting better this time. If this scene looks familiar, it is...
Just remember.
Oi! If this looks familiar, it's because we were here about 12 months ago with Brad hanging out on his property, Casey and I, doing some shooting, and Casey wasn't shooting great.
Well, no, there's a story there. I don't know.
There is a story. Go watch it. Episode 9.
The rifle was out of sight when we realised.
We're going to test the rifles now. Hopefully we're all shooting Mickey Mouse.
Hopefully. We'll find it's a quick walk home.
Dead.
Everything's going to go perfect now. And you know what?
I'll tell you a funny one.
Yeah.
We went out and the stags were roaring. Nice stag roaring only like 60 metres from us, and we've snuck in. Beautiful shot, takes a shot, clear misses this stag. Go further up and there's this dingo running down the side of a hill about 200 metres away. He leans on the tree and he shoots it while it's running down the hill. And I'm like...
I don't know what to make of
that.
Yeah, more incentive.
Everyone ready? Firing.
All right, so we're shooting straight, so we might now head out and have a look around and see if any critters are out.
So we've just seen there's some goats that come up over the ridge down there. We're going to go that way. So I'm after preferably something big in the horns. We'll get over here, we'll see what we can find and see if anything jumps out at us.
I'm gonna play cameraman. No gun for me. Last time we were here, you had a cold. You couldn't smell the goats.
No, I couldn't smell you and you're right next to me.
But you've since smelt some goats.
Yeah.
You're confident you know what they smell like?
Yeah, no, I am.
Here's a test.
First person to smell the goat wins. Yeah, what's on the cards? Maybe some backstrap on the card.
What if I smell it first?
You get it then. If you at home smell it first, you get it as well. I will personally send you some backstrap if you get it. If you smell it first.
Casey, why'd you have to poo on the logs, mate? You couldn't hold it in. That's so random. Why did it poo? Oh, just on the log. Was it straddling the log? What was it doing? What was it thinking? That's so weird. That's cold. You smell it? You smell it? That hill over there is where we saw the ghost before when we were coming through. So what we're going to do is the wind, unfortunately, is going like this way. We don't know how far they've pushed along that direction. So we're going to have to try and cut them off and get ahead of the wind so that we're not like just flushing us in all the way down into that system. But hopefully they're on the other side. I think Casey's found some scat. Sack in year 7. Serves me well.
There's some deer just here in front of us, 150 metres, not even. And then maybe 170, closer to 200, there's the goats that we're tracking up that way. So I suppose we're just reassessing wind and where we're sitting, and then we'll change direction based on that. You see any spikers there?
Does or hinds?
Oh, hinds. That'd be hinds. Yeah, there's heaps of them up there. Yeah, that's our group there. Yeah.
So the guys are just going on ahead, but I just wanted to take an opportunity to talk about something because it's perfect for this situation. So the goats you can see over here are straight ahead down there. Now we've got a hill here coming down here and a hill here coming over here. You can see there's kangaroos that have just busted up the hill. When you're trying to close in on an animal, always use the terrain to your advantage. So if you can obscure yourself in terms of visibility from the animal, whether it's using the sun to blind them or using a hill to kind of so you can sneak in and get around them, it's perfect. So right here you can see we're using the hill to block between us and the goats to get us that little bit of an advantage. So next time you're hunting, be thinking about the terrain and how you can use it. The shortest path to the animal is not necessarily the best one. In fact, it's usually the worst option. Just try and think strategically about it.
With the sun quickly setting and our window of opportunity closing, we quickly moved up the side of the hill. Casey had set his sights on a nice mature white billy, and after quickly talking strategy, Casey and Scott decided to climb further up the hill to a fallen log Casey could use as a shooting rest. Encouraged by how calm the goats were and the fact that they were feeding left to right, I decided to leave the group and move further down the hill where I knew I could capture good footage of the white billy. The spot was more exposed, but given the favourable conditions, I thought I could get away with it. It's almost as if the hunting gods were playing a trick on us in light of what I just said about using the terrain to your advantage, because Casey and Scott's window of observation turned out to be far too narrow. The decision to prioritise the rest meant they couldn't see a thing. On the other hand, from where I was positioned, I could see everything. In fact, I sat there for 10 minutes filming this white billy, wondering when Casey was going to take his shot. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before a quick shift in the wind gave us away, and the goats quickly started moving past Casey and Scott's position further down the banks of the stream, completely obscured by the trees. With just minutes of shooting light left, we decided to make a risky decision, to climb down the bank and cross the stream in an effort to head off the goats and hopefully get the jump on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down.
That should have been.
I can see him on the ground there.
Yeah. I think that was 3 inches right of the vital.
Casey!
Oh, mate, thank you. Thanks for your patience.
That was the longest goat stalk I've ever seen.
Oh, mate. That was wild.
You're gonna kick us off when you see the footage that I have of the goat, like full broadside for like 10 minutes, and I'm just sitting there thinking, when's he gonna shoot? I'm like, can you see him? Am I looking at
We
the
couldn't
road?
see him because of the trees here.
I could see him on full display.
We had
Is that the one that you got?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Joke.
it's the white with the brown dirt underneath.
I think that I got it on footage. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at that. That's not the same one. But look at the twists on it. It's not the same one, but that's still a beautiful one. Whoa. Yeah. Casey.
Look out.
Casey.
Nice one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. It wasn't, I don't think it was the same one in the end.
No, it's not, but look
it's
at
still
him.
a beautiful one.
Look at him. He's huge.
Look at that thing.
That's insane. Look at that. Mate, look at that.
That's huge.
Look at that. That's massive.
That's beauty.
Look at the twists on both sides. Super symmetrical. Look how narrow he is here. Just nice, straight back.
Don't tell Casey this. I didn't think he was going to be able to pull it off. That was dicey. I had like that goat, the white one that we were looking at originally, in the camera for like 10 minutes, and it was feet that he was just like on the wrong side. But like he pulled it off in the end. And that's what it's all about. That's the main thing.
Oh, we got there.
Pulling off when it matters.
It's awesome. Beautiful. Mate. Good work, guys. That was an effort.
Well, no.
Look at the sunset too.
Yeah, that was a hunt.
Look at the sunset. It's absolutely gorgeous.
This is a beautiful hide too.
Yeah, look at it. Woolly, thick. Look at his neck.
Yeah, that's nice, eh?
Gorgeous.
I was trying to see where I actually bloody shot the poor bug.
Should we flip him over? Because I got him on that side.
So there is more hunting to come in this episode, and you can skip ahead if you want to, but there is something worth learning if you're happy to indulge this introspective hunter for a moment. You see, ask any mature hunter and you'll hear the same answer. The joy that you feel when you witness your friend having successfully hunted an animal is far greater than the joy you would have felt had you been the one to pull the trigger. The reason for this selflessness goes deep into the roots of what drives hunters to hunt. It's not just about the kill, it's about the journey, the shared hardships, and the collective triumphs. When you see your friend succeed, it's a validation of the time and effort you've both invested. When you look into their eyes, it reminds you of the joy that you felt when another hunter took a risk and invested time in you, a quality which is severely lacking in society today. You see, the world would tell you that you don't need other people, that you're a superhero and that you can achieve anything that you desire. Now, while there is truth to the value of individuals, this kind of attitude not only robs you of the opportunity to learn from others, but it also robs those around you from the opportunity to invest in you and in turn be blessed. Watching KC take down that billy was a moment of pride and connection. In these moments, the joy comes from knowing you've played a part in someone else's achievement. It's a selfless joy that resonates deeper and lasts longer. This is what makes hunting more than just a sport. It's a way of life that fosters respect, gratitude, and an enduring sense of community. If you want to join the community that both KC and I are a part of, I encourage you to check out australianhunters.com.au.
That is actually the definition there of a team effort, because that was everyone there. Good work, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're back from the goat hunt, and we thought tonight what we would do is make some rissoles. These are actually Scott's family recipe. We're going to use the Texan rub from Carnivore Collective.
To start with, first thing, you've got to shoot a goat and mince it.
And the tenderising of the bullet is
a
specialty.
More bullets, the more tender.
Medium to large onions.
Diced in.
Diced, and we'll put them in.
We've also got our breadcrumb, and we didn't actually have breadcrumbs here because Brad doesn't keep breadcrumbs in the kitchen for some reason, so we actually ended up using the food processors to grind up some Turkish bread, and it's come out really good.
Why would you eat bread when you got meat?
Yeah, well, that's true.
Texan rub. Make it nice and flavoursome.
Beautiful.
So these are straight from the chooks.
Would you like me to do the honours here?
Yeah. You said you had the hairiest hands, so.
See all the breadcrumbs and everything just getting mixed through.
Breadcrumbs and the egg is what binds the risole together.
Yeah, it helps just bring it together and make it a bit harder and doesn't fall apart when you're cooking it.
You can see here as well, these nice, really petite, fine bits of onion are Scott's fine handiwork, and my rustic hacking and slashing, that's me. That's my handiwork.
Yeah, we normally don't put in half onions. This is the trick to a risole, is you wet your hands a bit before you start. Yep, just a small handful, and you get these beautiful.
We're gonna get heaps of these.
There's heaps.
Yeah, this is breakfast coming up.
Yeah, this is dinner and breakfast.
Yeah.
Do your kids love these?
Oh yeah, yeah. Whole family love.
I really like it when you've done a dish enough and your kids really enjoy it, and when you go out hunting, your kids are thinking about the dish. They're thinking about you coming home successfully and going, I know that when my dad comes home from his trip, if they don't go with you, that we're going to have some time together making the food that I love and then enjoying that. Like for me, that's heart with my son Eli, but it's cool that other families have different recipes that are kind of the foundation or the staple for that experience. Alright, you're up, KC, go first. You shot it, you shot the goat.
Yeah, alright, I'll jump in first.
Scott, you're second.
Oh. No, leave them, guys. That's excellent.
Nice.
But no, I think you know what it tastes like. That's awesome. That's like someone made a really good shot.
If you're interested, you can check out Carnivore Collective's website. I'll drop a link below. Australian Hunters Club members, you guys get a discount as well. So check that out, and hopefully you can have some cool hunting and cooking experiences like this, because
I'll be getting an order in for it. This is awesome. This is good stuff, eh? It's beautiful. Well, let's cook some more.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chris? So, already this morning, we've just spotted a nice spiker, Rusa. He's probably, I'm not sure if he's still in velvet. We're kind of towards the start of the rut, so they should be all rubbed out by now, but maybe not. But KC wants a meat animal, and this would be a really nice deer to get. It's about 230 metres away, so I'm just setting up the zoom camera, and we might try and get a stalking on him, and KC can take a shot, because it's like, it does not, it's obviously aware that we're here, but it's pretty calm. So yeah, we'll just try and get a stalking on him. Got him. Shoot.
Yes! You nailed it! You nailed it! Man. That was quick! Oh, well done.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
That was quick! That was quick! The way it went down, I don't think he's moving.
We have very little time to actually set that shot up, but there was a bunch of does. Bunch of hinds, and just behind them, he was sitting a little bit far back, so he's just taking a tracking shot. He took his time, he started to move, so hopefully Yeah, I hope he's a good one. Good meat animal. That's cool, man. That's cool. Good work, man. That was quick. That was quick shooting. Yeah, great.
Yeah, well, it came, I suppose, because it's right out there.
Yeah.
And it's moved all the way in here.
He was moving pretty quick, and then he just stopped right where you didn't want him to stop.
No.
But the tree in between.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I had a perfect shot. Moved straight behind a stump. Couldn't see him, and so we had to do a quick move. It's gone a little bit higher than I was aiming down here.
That's still good though.
But
that's still good. He didn't move.
Better here than anywhere else.
Got his lungs.
The shot felt good actually. As soon as I took it, I felt like that's about where I want it to go. And it was slightly higher, but it was essentially where I was aiming. It's in the vitals there, so felt good. Yeah, just good that we got it done. So we thought we lost him. So can't complain with any of that.
Now, if you've enjoyed this video, be a good sport and check out the rest of the hunting videos from the Huntsman Season 2, which I have linked below. Or if for some reason you're terrified of links, you can head over to the Season 2 playlist available on the Huntsman YouTube channel. Finally, there was one more deer hunt that took place on this trip that featured some hungry ostriches, a well-travelled boar, and some quick action shooting that I think is right up your alley. I've included a link to this bonus video in the comments below as well, but here's a sneaky preview to whet your appetite.
Just there. See? There's a pig, like 15 metres from us, right there. Oh, he's seen us. I think he's coming up here. Hey mate, you look like a good pig. Hey? You're a good pig. Brad, I think he's following us. I think we've found ourselves a hunting assistant pig. That's awesome.
In a land where the wild calls and the sky stretches endless, a lone spirit awakens with the dawn. This spirit, forged in the fires of tradition, is bound not by place, but by purpose. It travels through time, carried by those who seek the heart of the wilderness. Who am I kidding? It's a rifle case.
So we're back here in New South Wales with my friend Dwayne. We're hunting on property he has access to. There are goats, pig and deer here. It's getting late in the day though, so we're going to set up and get nice and warm and cozy, and then tomorrow we'll go out and do some hunting.
So there's a bit of a fog and a mist covering like the canopy of this valley. It's making it hard to see and glass the other side. You see it just swirling over the top. So hopefully that burns off soon. Give us a bit more clarity on what we're looking at. So right now I'm just looking at those two sides and going, do we go on this side of the valley or this side of the valley? And I think it's going to come down to how much coverage we have. So here's a cool little tip you can use when you're glassing for long periods of time. You're sitting down, lots of people use their knees, and I'll brace their knees and I'll put an elbow on each knee and do this. And that works, but sometimes I find that tiring. So what I like to do is make my hand like this and stick it in the binos like this, and then do this. So all your fine movement is controlled by your fingers, and you're barely moving your hands at all. And it takes most of the weight, and then if you get tired, you can switch to the other hand. Although I rarely do that, I usually keep it on there. My friend Dodge likes this approach where you put it like this under your chin. So, this is a terrible insight into making a hunting TV show. But we were like, let's just go film some cool little bits of like walking, and Desiree gets into position. I was like, fox, 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 move, move, move. Like quickly jump up, and this beautiful red fox, European red fox, just ran down like probably 60 then to 120 meters. And like, quick, get the camera on him, get the camera on him. And didn't get it on him in time, and so we didn't get a chance to pull the trigger, but I was so close to doing it. That's really good. The wind is like huffing up this valley. Valleys often have that effect where they become these wind tunnels and they suck the air up through them. And so if you get to the top of the valley or the head of the valley, you can kind of move down through it and kind of constant wind. But the wind can change once you get into the deep kind of base of the valley, so you need to be careful. But while it's like this, while it's chuffing up, best to get a move on and see what we can see. That little patch of ferns and bracken with the rocks at the base of it, that's where the fox came out of, and right up there. So I reckon you might even have a little den in there. Like foxes like to have their dens in these piles of boulders and big rocks, and they generally have a few different entrances. But you can see there's a bit of a game trail that leads up into that little spot. So when you're hunting in a valley, there is a temptation to want to get right down to the base of the valley because that's where it's the most dense, that's where it's the most interesting. But you need to avoid that temptation as much as possible and stay on one of the wings, one of the faces of the valley, so that you can see down. Because once you get down there, it's quite deceptive. You'll find yourself surrounded by timber and shrubs and brush, and you won't see anything. You'll maybe be able to see on either of the faces, but you'll also find that there's a lot of water down there and it just slows you down. So where possible, if you're hunting through a valley or a system like that, try to stay about 50% down the edge of one of the faces and just contour that all the way down. Here's a cool little tip if you're new to orienteering or hunting valleys or just moving through the bush. Valleys like this tend to start quite tight at the head of the valley, where there's two spurs or ridges kind of heading off in different directions, and then you'll find as the further you get down the valley, it will start to open up and widen. So if you lose context of where you are in terms of the height of the valley, just kind of get a sense of how wide that base is. Obviously the wider the base, the more grasses are going to be there, but the more open. So you'll see animals moving through the base all the time, but it's easier for you to get seen. So just be mindful of that as you're moving through a valley. There's a man over here. I'm just going to see how close I can get to her. We'll see. That's not promising. She's just that dead lock there. Can you see? If you go down there, you'll be able to see her. You'll be able to see me get close. She's just right up there, G. Yeah. So if you stay here, I'll kill her.
He didn't want a bar of it. It's fun.
It's really important when you're in a place like this or you're out hunting to make sure you stop and appreciate it. So much of hunting is like fibers from all these different things interwoven into the tapestry. When you say you love hunting, what you really mean is that you love hiking, you love stalking, you love nature, you love camping, you love watching animals, all these different elements together. And sometimes on a hunt you can get so focused and driven and you're like, where's the animal, where's the animal, where's the animal, that you miss out on everything else. So it's always a good point to remember when you're out in a place like this, just take a moment, stop, look at the nature, not looking for animals, just look at the nature, take a big breath, breathe it all in, and then just soak and appreciate that space. Because if you love this space and you love moving through it and exploring it and participating in it, you'll enjoy a hunt even if you don't succeed, and you'll want to come back and do it again even if you don't succeed. If you barrel through and you're just trying to shoot an animal and then you don't, you're far more likely not to want to come back and enjoy. Just like, look at this. This is awesome. Just enjoy it. So you see here, this plant has been nibbled on. All the tips have been bitten off. That's because the tips of the plants have all the sweet sugars in them. And you can see even along here, all these plants have been nibbled off at the top. So I don't know what's eating it, but something likes that plant. It's fairly fresh too. So we're getting to the end of this hunt. The animals will start bedding down and there's really no point trying to push them out and take rushed quick shots. I think that's actually important to release, videos like this where you don't necessarily see something in a particular hunt. Like we'll go out tomorrow and hopefully we'll get something tomorrow. But for now I think we'll pack up and head back up the valley. So if you remember the first time you went in to buy your first rifle, shopkeeper would have asked you what your budget is. And what he's asking you is, what's your budget for a rifle and a scope? What he should really be asking you is what your budget was for a rifle, a scope, and a gun case. Honestly, they are an essential item that you have to have if you're serious about shooting, you're serious about your rifle, you're serious about hunting. I absolutely love this one. This is from Evolution Gear. It's a fantastic case, incredibly versatile, from a company in Melbourne who actually care about hunting and shooting. You can lock it down securely. It's got a soft case here, has 2 compartments so you can have a rifle on top. You've got a separator in the middle and you have a rifle on the bottom, and then there's a hard case as well that you can use when you're traveling, especially when you're traveling overseas or interstate and flying. This is an absolute must-have. And probably the coolest feature
apart from keeping your rifle shooting straight, you can put patches on the front, which obviously is something that I'm a huge fan of. So if you haven't already got a rifle case, definitely invest in one. And I encourage you to check out Evolution Gear. I'm a huge fan of their stuff.
Given we didn't see any deer yesterday, the plan today was to drive to a different area, hike up a track and explore a new system, one that would hopefully hold fallow. I've been told that fallow deer had recently been seen in the region, however I was warned that they've been particularly flighty of late, and getting the crosshairs on a buck with enough time to shoot might be hard. But that's why we hunt, right? It's for the challenge. If it were easy, it wouldn't be worth doing.
They're 300 meters away. And they're moving up over that lip. Oh, quick. We gotta hightail it. That's so annoying. Those bucks have disappeared. But there's another group of does here. I don't think they're the same. Let's keep moving. We're trying to stalk up on these deer, and this guy's 20 meters from us. Like 4 billies, just right there. Firing. I don't know if I hit him. I don't know if... Did you get that? I don't know if I hit him. The shot felt good, but he didn't jump, like, he didn't spring or... And when he moved, he didn't hobble. All right, let's go up the rocks and have a look. It all happened very quickly. A doe and a spiky feeding along this gully. We were literally, we're 300 meters from where we started and we were moving back up it. Jumped down, quickly set up and take a really rush shot on this spiky. And he came up the hill. I didn't hear the impact. He kind of came left and then right. Let's go up and have a look at him. Quartering on. But I reckon that's through the heart. That's a good one, Matty. Nice, he'll be awesome, he wouldn't have been rutting. He doesn't smell. Beautiful. Black. Jesse Ray, our cameraman, wants to field dress this one, so Jesse Ray, go for it, my friend.
Breaking down an animal into meat isn't everyone's cup of tea. There's a lot of blood, sometimes strong smells, and a fear of the unknown. But what is interesting is that growth-minded individuals only have to see it done a few times before either curiosity or a desire to learn takes over, overpowering the discomfort.
Yeah, that's a hard shot.
It's a beautiful thing.
So over the course of this season, we've cooked some really cool meals with this Carnivore Collective rubs and wild game meat. But I realized there's a really simple dish that we haven't done, and because I'm not a great cook, I figured we'd do it tonight. And that is medallion steaks. This here is the Carnivore Collective pepper steak rub. So this is some of the backstrap here that just our cameraman cut out of the back of a deer with Dwayne's help, which is really cool. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna grab a piece of this. We're gonna grab this pepper steak, and all we're gonna do is coat it. We're gonna do a really heavy rub on top of this. Rub it all in, flip it, do the same thing again. We're gonna go hard on this. Rub it all through this backstrap, give it a roll around. So with our backstrap now seasoned, what we're going to do is we're going to sear it here on the barbecue. I'm just going to give it a bit of a spray with canola oil so that it doesn't stick. And we've got it on high. Usually I like to cook things on the barbecue on a really low heat, but because we're searing it, we're trying to lock in all of that flavor, all of that liquid, and then we'll kind of cook through later. So I'm going to just grab a piece and just lay it down. And you want to hear that sizzle straight away. Alright, so this one's ready, seared on all sides, so we're just going to chuck it in the middle of the alfoil. I'm going to wrap it up quickly. Nice and tight. You want it to basically bake. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the fire, we're going to grab some coals, put them aside, and then we're going to chuck this right next to the coals. That looks good. Beautiful. Nice. Which one? Which one are you taking? No. You take whatever you want.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh, look, here we go.
Here we go.
Chef extraordinaire.
Oh, I like the juices.
Is this fresh venison?
Yeah, pick your poison.
This is awesome, thank you.
Now, the best thing about this dish is that if you cooked it right, you won't even need a sauce. You'll have your friends and family fighting over who gets to mop up the juices. Now, if you're interested in trying out the Carnivore Collective meat range or their wild game cooking appliances, you can use a discount below. And finally, if you haven't already checked out the other hunting episodes in Season 2 of The Huntsman, you're missing out. You've been left in the dark. You're, the boat hasn't sailed yet. The curtain hasn't dropped. I don't know. There are wild deer, goat, duck, and even a camel hunt that you can check out. So to catch up on what you've missed, you can head over to the Huntsman website or watch the episodes via the Season 2 playlist on the Huntsman YouTube channel. Otherwise, till next time, happy hunting. An old wise hunter once told me, bow hunting is when you give the deer a sporting chance and hope they don't take it. Now, I'm no expert with the bow. In fact, I'm as green as they come. But I know someone who isn't, and I thought, why not put their skills to the test instead? On this trip, I'm going head-to-head with my good mate and seasoned bow hunter, Gordo. The challenge? To see who can harvest the first sambar stag, rifle versus bow. Gordo's got the local knowledge, and I've got the firepower. Let's see who comes out on top. Well, that's if we even get to finish the hunt and the wheels don't come off completely.
we're here in home state of Victoria, pretty excited to be back in Samba country. And this time I thought we'd make it a little bit interesting. So I've got my mates Gordo and Tomo here, both awesome bow hunters. And over here is my mate Damo, new time hunter, yet to get a deer. So what I thought we would do is, I thought we would do a competition of sorts. First person to get a Samba stag. We've lined up here on this ridge line. We're gonna hunt either side of it. It's about 3 kilometers. It's about 3 o'clock now, the sun's setting. Gordo says $2,000 cash is on the line. May the best hunter win.
As I'm walking up here, I'm just sitting here glassing onto this face here. It's a nice shady face with plenty of cover, and you often pick up Samba bedded down in there, and this time of the afternoon they'll start to get up out of their beds and move around. That's when you'll pick them up. Today I'm hunting with a trad bow. You shoot basically on instinct, so it's like throwing a rock. Quite a bit of a challenge, but like a challenge, so let's see if we can do it. And there was like 7. Straight in there. Now I reckon maybe we wait here until the wind stops a bit. We push into this gully.
While Gordo and Tomo were closing the gap on some Samba, on the other side of the ridge things were also heating up for Damien and I as we sighted a group of fallow deer. If you're interested in following this part of the hunt, be sure to check out the bonus video linked below after you finish watching this one. I won't spoil what happens other than to say a shot was fired.
Rightio, well, it's never a dull moment. We had an eventful little afternoon. We popped around into that first little gully that we really thought we'd see some deer in, and the wind was just crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was deer there and we spooked them. We pushed on and got to the end of this little ridge here where I was pretty confident we'd see some deer. Sure enough, Tomo picked up one at 90 yards, sorry. Anyway, it fed towards us. Me and him made a plan, we're gonna loop around. We got in there and I was probably 15, 20 metres from it. Tomo was 30. The wind changed and blew straight towards it. She picked my scent up and Tomo was full draw and he released the arrow and she busted out of there, and he said he missed by a mile. So it's just one of those things, unfortunate. So yeah, new game plan tomorrow. We'll go back, have a think about it over a beer by the fire and come up with a new game plan, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we're a little bit more successful.
We were just driving back from the first hunt, and Tomo and Gordo were in the red rocket in front of us, and we just see Tomo rolling a wheel down the road.
So originally I didn't see the does. I was looking at the ridge line over. You were looking at the one close to... Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Quick, turn alarm, quick, grab the camera. They're all right. Come on the front.
Here's your problem.
You know what I'm saying? The wheels are definitely falling off, mate.
So I thought what we would do tonight is cook up some venison. This is some Samba that I prepared earlier. I thought we would do some shish kebab. Essentially what a shish kebab is, it's a whole bunch of meat and vegetables together on a skewer. The word is actually a Turkish word, shish meaning sword or skewer, and kebab meaning meat. So we're gonna skewer some of this venison Samba onto the shish kebabs, and I thought we would use this. This is the Cajun mix from Carnivore Collective. So we'll mix it all together and cook up some of these on the fire. Some onion here, and we've also got some capsicum. Cut up our capsicum into nice strips. And while we're here, we'll just de-seed it. Look, fox. There's a fox. Right there. Oi, fox! That's crazy. A random fox while we're cooking. Anyway, so as I was saying, capsicum. We'll cut up our capsicum, kind of cut them as big as you want them, really. So now we'll do our onion, and essentially with your onion, you just want the same. You kind of just want equal slices. So something like that is a good size. This has been marinated in buttermilk for about 6 hours, so it should be pretty nice. Give it a good sprinkle. put a little bit of oil. So the final step in the process is to grab your skewer and your meat and combine it all together. And then I'm gonna rinse and repeat. And then we just put them on. They're already starting to smell good. So we'll give them about 10 minutes. Damo, you're up.
Oh, it's so good.
That's good?
Yeah. Seasoning's amazing.
If you're interested, I'll drop a link below to the Carnivore Collective range that you can check out. Australian Hunters Club members, you guys get a discount as well. Victorian business, supporting wild game hunting, definitely worth checking out. Yeah. Oh yeah, listen. We've just arrived. Gordo's already found some stags, and that's where you're going, right? Good luck.
I think we're going to leave it just quietly. I'll swap that spot for that.
Oh, that's like almost tempting. Good luck.
Good luck.
Wild dog, and a good size too. Heading up where we're going. Chasing the same deer. We're going to get to the base of this valley here, and there's kind of two ridge lines that intersect. And we're going to go straight up the guts of that ridge line. What the deer should be doing at this time of the day is moving down from these kind of lowland feeding areas up through the valleys, up through the gullies. And so we want to try and catch them in that transition. So hopefully there's a few stags up in here. That was the first ridge, that's the second ridge. There's some fallow poo here on the track, and I know it's fallow poo because of the size of it. So you can see here, small pill-like shape, 1 centimetre, maybe centimetre and a half. Fallow. That's sambar there. Got a lot more girth to it. It's a lot bigger. Sambar poo. Fallow poo. Unfortunately, it's all well and good to see it on a YouTube video. You have to see it in real life to really see the difference. I heard about this competition. These South Africans are mad. They put poo in their mouth. And then they spit it. And the competition is how far you can spit the poo. Is it always dry when you do it? Of course. He says it like that's so obvious. Question is, would the bigger ones go further? Or would the smaller ones go further? I haven't spat enough poo to know. Do you know the answer? Here's what we're gonna do, Henny. I'm gonna take some for later and put them in my pocket. If you at home want to do your own South African poo spitting competition, I don't recommend it, but you're an adult, you can do what you want. For the last 6 months, I've been hunting with this bino harness, which is from a company called Twin Needle. And initially, the bino harness that I had before this was really big and chunky, which I thought was awesome because it meant I could put a whole bunch of stuff in it. It turns out that I just ended up filling it with a lot of trash. It got way too big and cumbersome. So I was really excited to have a little bit more slim form fitting bino harness. I have discovered in the last couple of months that there are a few extra compartments that I would like to have. Thankfully, the Twin Needle setup is really modular. And so they have these extra pouches that you can buy. This one here is like for a GPS or for a magazine or for a phone. Over here I've got one. I'm using it for my winter gator, but it's primarily designed for like a multi-tool, but they can like strap on with the MOLLE system, and it's really good. It means that you can still have that slim form fitting bino harness that helps you out and gives you the kind of freedom that you need. But if you want to tack things on, you can. Really, really cool. Twin Needle, highly recommend them. barreling down the side of that mountain. I have a sneaking suspicion that Gordo has pulled a sneaky one on us, and he's taken the nice flat ground and he's given us the gnarly hill. Hats off to him though, he needs the advantage. That's cool. Does that mean we won? Alright, so we're about 2 hours in up this ridgeline here, and we're kind of entering the Goldilocks zone where if the stags are still in this area, they'll be bedded up in here. So they would have fed all the way up this ridge, and they'll be somewhere in here. Because we're in the top of the ridge as well, we can see on either side. So we've got about an hour before the thermals are going to shift and the wind's going to change. So we just need to be very careful and really, really slow in this area. I've got a really good feeling that we might see something, but then I'm the eternal optimist, so I always think we're going to see something. That's the same wallaby. Hey, mate. How you doing? It's a whoop. Well, that's the top of the ridge. No stag, no deer. But that's hunting, especially deer hunting. Plenty of sign though, which is really good. So now we just got to find Damien, who we lost halfway up.
We might have lost.
Yeah. Well, it's not the way to win.
It's not the way. All right, well, let's go. If we lost, I'm happy to like be the man. Props where props is due. Like, especially if you can bow hunt a sambar, stag, you deserve the props. So if Tomo pulls it out for the win, I'm a happy man.
I'm adamant they've sabotaged us though.
Yeah, I'm guaranteed they've sabotaged.
When we park the car and we can see 3 stags and they send us in the opposite direction, it's a concern. Like, see them from where we parked and they said, okay, now you go that way.
Yeah, how'd you go?
Nothing. So plenty of sign. There was one wallaby that just, I reckon we saw him 4 times. He, Damo came down one side of the ridge, I came down the other, and he obviously spooked him and he just barreled down, got between a meter and just like skid in front, stopped and just went, and then flipped and went back. But yeah, no deer. But you saw some stuff?
Yeah, we saw a couple of sambar. We saw a few early on, like out in the paddock there when we were glassing, but we didn't want to go after them, or we didn't. We saw the early stag down there.
Yeah.
And then I think upon closer inspection, there was only one small stag there. We made our way around in the gully here and got into the gully head, saw a young calf, or not to say young calf, but an old calf.
Yeah.
And it was old enough to honk us once we got within distance. We spooked that and stuffed that up.
Straight through there, through those to the right of those 2 trees. You've just missed him. He's headed up. We've just spotted another stag, a smaller stag, about 600 meters away. And I reckon we can get the jump on him. The trouble is that the thermals have shifted now, so the wind is going to push towards him, so we don't have great access. But we're going to try and, I think we're going to try and go after him. Now, Gordo's on the fence about whether we should do it or not. I reckon it's a good idea, because technically, if I shoot it and we recover it, we win. So we're teaming up for the grand finale.
bow hunters and rifle hunters together. So the plan is that Gordo and I will stalk up together. He gets right of way, he gets the shot. But if he feels like it's going to spook and he doesn't have time, I'll take the shot. So it could go either way.
Get up there and sneak through and see if we can get eyes on him, and then make a plan based on the thermals.
The sambar stag's about 300 metres this way. We've closed the gap by about 300 metres, but he's up in that timber and we can't get a direct line of sight at him. So what we're going to have to do is peel up the top, get to the top of this, kind of midway through this ridge, and peel across and then come down on him, because the wind is also now moving up. So if we just try and go straight up to him, going to blow the scent, he's going to spook. So Gordo and I are going to head up, head across the top, the head of the gully, and then come down on him. We just need to be really careful because there's also a hind and a fawn with him as well, and all those extra eyeballs will make it difficult, so we're just going to take it slow and hopefully we can get the drop on him. But we're getting close. Just busted some roos, and there was a hind with them as well. And they're heading towards where that stag is. So we're just going to give it 15 minutes to settle down. Because he's going to be a little bit curious now as to what bumped those deer. And if we barrel in there, he'll be looking straight down at us, I guarantee. So we'll give it a bit of space and hopefully he just goes back to napping. How do you feel about shooting deer in their bed?
That would have been those rocks getting kicked. They hear that, not that thump from a mile away.
Got a group of about 5 sambar down there, probably like 60 metres away. Just sees no. Okay. So he's down there with them. So I think we're going to try and get a better angle. We're going to move this way.
Firing. Yeah, I got him.
There's your stag down.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Boom, crash, boom. Good job. Good work, man. That was awesome. That was a tight shot. So I had between these two trees this tiny little corridor on him, and I still got the shakes. I saw him fall, and then I saw him hit and run, and then that big old crash will be him over there somewhere. There's a bit of blood. There he is. Nice, nice. Mate, that was a mission.
It's good, but when you if you're thinking, if you're trying to do it with a bow, there is absolutely no like no exceptions. You have to do what it takes.
Yeah.
Like you have to do everything. So like, I mean, if we were doing that with just with a rifle, like if we weren't trying to maybe get me close, that we could have probably done things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
As soon as you pick up a bow, you learn your mistakes really quickly.
Yeah.
Like every single little thing matters because you get no second chances.
So that ended up going pretty well. Honestly, that was an awesome stalk. We got in, it was quick. We got to the point where we needed to get. We busted a few animals, but we kept our cool, and this guy presented for an awesome shot straight through the lungs. He honestly didn't go far, maybe like 10 meters max, and you can hear the crunch, like he fell down. We'll do some field dressing now, and we'll bring home some awesome meat. Beautiful sambar meat. So I've been using Tassie Tiger knives now for about 8 months or so. Really been enjoying them, using their Australian knife. This one's a little bit different. I just got this one recently. It's a gut hook. So essentially what you've got is a skinning knife on one side and you've got this hook on the other. The idea is that you open up the cavity and then you put your hook in and you can run it all the way up the animal and not worry about puncturing any of the guts inside because this top edge here is flat. It's not serrated at all. So it's a great little knife. So that was an awesome hunt. I had so much fun. It was great to take it out for team rifle hunters with the win on the sambar stag. Honestly, like what more could you ask for? Getting out there with your mates, having fun, having new experiences, that's what it's all about. I want to encourage you, if you're not a member of a hunting community, check out australianhunters.com.au. It's the club that both Damien and I are part of. It's how we met. It's a great way to meet new hunters and have new experiences. Anyway, till next time, hopefully I'll see you in another hunting adventure soon.
She's looking. So I'm out here with my mate Luke, hunting sambar. And as you can hear, we've just pulled up for a first hunt. Luke is whistling right now. There's a sambar hind probably about 80 metres away, giving us a show. We haven't even started hunting yet. She can see us though, she's not happy. Shit. Oh, here she comes. So right now, the hind is kind of like distressed. It wants to get to the fawn. You can see she's starting to lose her voice. So she's either going to make a break and come out, or she's just going to leave. Luke's trying to do some more like distress sounds, like a fawn in distress, which might push her out. Regardless, it's pines. We're just having a look. We're not actually going to hunt her or shoot her or anything. We're just curious, having fun.
Yeah, we'll go up here, have a look, push around.
See what we can see?
Exciting times, I think we'll be right.
I reckon we'll be right.
Here. Because we've been whistling down there, anything here would have already responded. Yep. So let's get a few hundred out of the way. All of this ridge line round up. Watch the dog. He's starting to show some interest in this gully. Oh, I can see him already. So we've just come to the top of this ridge. Luke's giving out a whistle. Our pointer has shown a lot of interest, so there might be something around. There's fresh sign everywhere. We're probably about 300 metres above where we were calling. So we're still pretty close to the road. You can actually hear over there. We'll just see what comes out if anything does. I think Luke's seen something. Wallaby.
This is a breaching tree. So the stags come across here on a game trail. And they'll scuff up the ground beneath the tree. And then they'll rub their glands up against the surface of the tree to mark their territory. So that's a good sign. Must be cool being a little stag, get really angry and just break a bush. Yeah.
But that is break them, nice random stuff.
He's been rubbing that one. They're here somewhere. I reckon straight round, and then I reckon onto that one there, and then
do another call.
Yeah, we can do another call. Yeah, because we're starting to get see all the. That's where we started down there, but we're starting to get into see the water source and how much water, how much veins are in there. So it should be a bit greener. Chris. He wants to take us this way. He wants us to go that way. I reckon just over that ridge. We're heading in the right direction. Another rub tree. Be ready. Another one there. See the wind starting to come this way. That breeze is getting very excited. Look.
Is that you, Beretta?
Get ready, Christo. Down there. Behind. Take it. She's down.
Now we're making some jerky. Yeah. It's a banana.
We've got food for dinner tonight. So there's a sambar hind down there. She was honking us. Our pointer was showing a lot of interest down below that gully. Taking us right up here, leading all the way to the top, and came right up here. I reckon I shot her about 80 metres. Dog's excited.
What a beautiful looking deer.
Yeah?
Beautiful. Look, the ginger on her and everything.
Right there.
Buddy.
That was great.
I'm happy.
Beautiful.
Look at the colour. Look at the colour on the rear.
Yeah, on the rear, it's really light.
Even on the hocks here, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good work, man. That was great.
We eat like kings. Tomorrow, chewing on the bones again.
Ryder was like,
he knew, didn't he? Like when we come over.
The second that we got to the start of this kind of system here, he was real, like, just take the lead automatically. It was great to watch him. He's still interested in that one that's down there.
Yeah, I reckon. It just shows you, like, you just trust the dog. See, like, you were just coming a bit lower and he just wanted to take you a little bit, a little bit higher, and he was just winging all the time, so the wind's coming at us. He knew something was over there.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
That's great.
Now the work begins.
Yeah, the work begins.
Have you seen this as well? Look at that standing up.
Right there.
And no, but look at this first, flat.
Yeah, and then it bumps.
What is that? Really weird, isn't
You
it?
feel it. It almost feels like it's charged statically.
Yeah.
Like it's really. That's what the colouring. That's why the colouring is so interesting.
So interesting.
Because it's like it's this, but like up. Like
Yeah, but we can't make that stand up. Oh, you can a little bit, but nothing like that. That's the whole of it standing up.
Look, that's actually.
It's like she's had a lap band or something. It's like she's girdles on.
It's really. I've never seen that.
No. You need to. Maddie, right? What is that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Flip back in round.
How's that?
That fur's gone down.
Yeah.
Maybe it was shock. Maybe it was final shock.
It was I thought I saw her actually further down there. I saw some bushes move.
So it was funny, wasn't it? Like, it's straight across from us, and then she decided to circle around. She wasn't quite sure what we were. First 50 metres, you can't hear them.
Yeah.
It was only because we made a noise. She honked.
Yeah.
Soon she wasn't sure what we was because we didn't make a continuous noise of rumbling through the bush. Came down and circled around, and she wanted to. I need to find out what this is.
Yeah.
And little did she know, she found Chris.
You found
3006 looking at you, man. Your dinner. Let's do it.
She started running up the mountain.
I do this all the time. You don't care. Everybody gets lollies. Everybody can stay up late. Whatever. Just gotta commit.
Get out of the
I'm grabbing you.
Yeah. All right.
How's the cameraman going to go film him himself?
Tomorrow morning, we'll head out with the hounds. But tonight, we will feast and celebrate a successful hunt. There he is.
How you going?
Oh, you went straight for the hug.
Seems like you're ready. I don't want to say too many mean things.
No, I know. You did well.
Yeah.
So we've had a hard day hunting. Now Geordie's gonna cook us up a meal for the boys so that we're all full for tomorrow. What are we cooking?
We're going to do Greek souvlaki with backstrap. Got our Carnivore Collective souvlaki rub and some yogurt that I've marinated overnight. We're going to get these onto some skewers, make some flatbreads, and we'll have some kebabs.
This is the beautiful skewer that I made because I forgot them from home. I'm really proud of that skewer.
It's a terrible skewer.
Do you want me to hold it? It is a terrible skewer.
Kept them nice and chunky, so they're going to go charred on the outside, and hopefully we can still get a little bit of pink in the middle.
Like threading a colon.
You have much experience with that?
Yeah, a little bit. Give them a little bit of an extra sprinkle with the souvlaki.
Just to get a nice crust on the outside.
All right, so we're gonna put these onto the fire.
Make some flatbreads, self-raising flour. Gonna make a little well in the middle. No, don't touch. And we got some plain Greek yogurt here, some olive oil, just to loosen it up. All right, and then we're just gonna get in here with our hands, using the tips of your fingers, just to mix that yogurt into the flour. So we got a texture here where I can pick it up. We're just gonna pull off little balls of it, and we're gonna flatten these down. If you're at home, you'd use a rolling pin. Here, you'd just be, boys, has anyone got a beer bottle? You'll swill it. He didn't need any encouragement. Thank you, sir. Beer bottle. The old beer bottle rolling pin. That's our flatbread, all right? We've got a hot plate on the go, and that's what we're gonna put these on to cook the flatbreads. Gonna shred some lettuce, and I'm gonna make my favorite garnish, sumac onions. So we're gonna slice up some red onion, a bit of olive oil, and some sumac, and it's as simple as that.
Before we combine the garnish with the meat and the flatbread, if you wanna learn more about Carnivore Collective, the meat rub, or their cooking appliances, I'll drop a link below. They're a fantastic Australian business supporting Australian hunting, worth checking out. Australian Hunters Club members, you guys get 5% off as well.
This is just a yogurt mint sauce, some sumac onions, and a nice healthy dose of our kebab meat. Let's give it to the boys and see what they think. Feed them up for tomorrow. $15. Oh, these are Melbourne prices here.
Not bad.
You hit the chili yet?
Real good. Yeah, there's a bit of spice.
Today we are doing a first for me. We are hunting with hounds. Pretty excited. So I've changed up my gear accordingly. Today I'll be hunting with this. This is the Beretta BRX1. This is a 308 straight pull rifle. So it's great over the hounds. It's also running an aim point on here, which is fantastic for those kind of close encounters. And then in terms of ammunition, that's what I'll be using, the Norma Tip Strike. So these again have great takedown kind of power. Perfect for sambar. I am pretty excited about getting out there. So let's go.
Go to the maps there.
Yeah.
Zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah, and then
just lock it. That way, every time you pull it out and look at it, you press the button and you look at it the same.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
There's something about stepping into the unknown that sparks a special kind of excitement for me. The kind of excitement that drives you to learn new things and seek out new experiences. This is one of the joys of hound hunting. It's the hounds that set the stage and play the leading roles. In some ways, you're just along for the ride. There's no script, there's no certainty about what the next few hours will bring. It's just you, your mates, and the dogs. And that's the beauty of it. This is just one of the joys of hunting. It's in the moment you let the dogs off the lead, then the waiting, and hopefully the chase when everything comes together, or it doesn't.
Did you see him? Shall we go in?
Give it a sec. She's going to go in. Right.
Go.
Yeah, just follow that voice. Get a good shooting spot in that creek, Chris. You can see. You have to get a little bit of elevation on one of the sides and move down into the creek.
Looks like we've got deer on the move. I literally just bailed out of the car and chased after one of the dogs because we thought it bailed up in the stream, and I've run about 2 kilometres through blackberries.
They're going pretty well down there.
Pushed through a whole bunch of thick stuff, but now the dog is about 1.3 kilometres ahead of me and it's circling back. So now I'm just trying to find a game trail where I can sit close to the stream, which it ran along, and hopefully it pushes back this way, but I need to find an open area pretty quick because he's coming back this way and it looks like there's deer back that way a couple of K2, so just got to get into position.
You can get in front of it, mate. You can see what it's doing. It's running up that creek, but be careful in there with 2 guys in there. Looks like she's turning, coming back down.
Here we go. He's looking back. Getting very close. I can hear him. I can hear him barking. Alright, we're about to go. So I've just got a stag, we think, bail up about 200 metres down here. Got Jordan filming like a legend, so he gets credits on Foxtel. But we'll just see how we go. We think she's right down here. It's a game trail here. George. Okay. That was insane. How close do you reckon we were, George? 5 meters from the deer. That was crazy. I could see we had like, I didn't want to shoot it in the head. And I had just the hind, basically the back of it. And I just didn't want to shoot that either. And so the second that she stepped out, you were on the money and power right in the shoulder, I think. So that was good. Let's go have a look at her. Dog's happy. This is the same one that we were both sitting on the river, probably about 3 or 4 kilometers back watching. And he chased it all the way down the river and all the way up. And then we pushed it all the way back down again and then closed the gap. Beautiful. Hope you brought a knife. Because I didn't.
Are you boys travelling on with your car? You're good?
Yeah, it'll be about 5 minutes and then we'll start heading up. Jordan's done all the hard work. He's got the leg. I've just got the back straps and the dog. That was a mission. I think I'm going to have to give him half your salary, Henny. Because he did half the work. He was sitting in the car playing Pokemon on Game Boy.
Sleeping.
Sorry, sleeping. We just packed up Cam. Luke's just run into the bush and he's just, I think he's taking a shot on a hind. Just a bit. Like, what is going on?
They shot a deer back since
Yeah,
then.
mate, he's like, oh, you got a deer. I was like, oh, yeah. How good is that? That's a cracking way to end a trip. Look, I want to encourage you, if you haven't checked out the other videos from Season 2 of The Huntsman, I will drop a link below. There's some great hunting adventures in there all across Australia. Also, these guys up here are all members of the Australian Hunters Club. I'm a member. I want to encourage you to be a member as well. If you're interested, I'll drop a link below for that as well, australianhunters.com.au. Otherwise, till next time, happy hunting. I should say as well, Geordie, the cheeky Irishman, gave me this jumper. I am not responsible for this jumper. It is not mine. So like every good adventure in Queensland with my mate Brad, I can't get the gun out. We're deciding in a rifle because this is something I've never shot before. This is a 375 H&H because we are shooting a buff soon. So Brad and I are gonna make sure it's sighted in.
We've got a 235 grain projectile that we're going to use.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the standard grain on a
H&H?
Yeah.
I've got loads of 270 and 300 grains. So, yeah.
So my shoulder.
So I thought I'd just load it
my
down a
poor
little
shoulder.
bit for you.
Yeah, thank you. So to give you an idea of the size of the rounds that we're talking about, this is the standard 22. This here is a 223, 308. My favorite, 3006, 300 Weatherby, 375 H&H. That is a buff killing round. I'll put them side by side so you can see the difference. Absolutely insane, the difference between your 22 and your 375.
So I'm happy to shoot, or you can go straight into it, whatever you want to do.
Well, you're familiar with it, so in terms of getting...
I'm happy for you to shoot, yeah.
You can shoot or I can shoot. I'm like, how about you shoot? You're like, nah, you can shoot.
No, I don't want to hurt your
Just
shoulder.
speak speak your mind, Brad. Tell me what you really think. Ready?
Yep. You like that?
Yeah. Christmas has come early. Santa's coming down the chimney. It gets better every time.
Go have a quick look, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you punch them straight through. That's good.
So an inch to the left and 4 down.
Why?
Left.
One. I'm going to argue with a priest. You might have some divine sort of assistance.
Oh, I felt that one.
That's real good. Yep.
That thing packs a punch.
Oh yeah, you know you're shooting.
It's great. You know you're shooting.
So tomorrow,
yeah.
Are you okay if Linda guides you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You were talking to me about how buff are a dangerous animal. Well, yeah.
And I'd rather have Linda beside me, ready to shoot, because you can't hear the zebra at 10 metres. So let's do it. Linda sounds great. Let's go, Linda.
Privilege if she could guide you.
I'd be honoured if she'd guide me. That'd be great. Before we go out and look for these buffalo, I just want to check this valley in here because I know that there's deer in this area. Primarily looking for Rusa because the reds will have all dropped their antlers. The spikers will still have some of their spikes going, but they'll be in different stages of velvet and hard antler. Most of the really big red stags will have lost their heads completely. So the Rusa won't lose theirs till December-ish. So we'll just have a look and see if we can find any. This is a cool little section in here. This is one of the reasons why I love hunting in Queensland. Everything is so much more open. In Victoria, everything's really closed in most of the high country. You can't see more than 100 metres in front of you. Out here in Queensland, sometimes you can see for what feels like a kilometre. So, in the past, I was pretty heavily influenced by off-handed shooting. That's shooting without the assistance of a stick or a bipod. And for some reason in my mind, that was like the mark of a true hunter, is a hunter who can shoot offhand. I've since come to realize that a shooting stick is actually your best friend. If you're serious about ethical hunting and you want to take ethical shots and increase your success rate, don't be afraid to use a stick. If you haven't got a shooting stick, that's fine. You can always use something like a tree. And basically what you do is stand up against the tree like this, brace, and you'll steady yourself. You'll get that much more deer. Your shots will be that much more accurate. It's just a better way of hunting. Avoid shooting offhand if you can. If you can't, that's fine. If the deer jumps out, take the shot, whatever. But otherwise, get a shooting stick. That's what you call being a professional. So there's 5 red deer over there. I'm pretty sure they're red deer, but I get confused between the Rusa and the reds because I'm not a Queensland native. They know we're here. You can hear her voicing the matriarch. I'm curious whether she'll come in if I whistle her. I've got a flex mark. I might just try a quick whistle to see what she does. I've never tried it on red before. Oh, she liked that. Yeah, she's interested. She's coming a bit closer. Well, they stick around for a while. Might not call them in, but it gets their attention. This morning we're going to head out and look for these buffalo, and I want to make it clear right off the bat, we're looking for a meat animal. For me, that's a trophy. A big chunk of meat is a great outcome. But I say that because you watch these hunting shows, whether it's a hunting TV show or a YouTube channel, and it feels like every video it's massive buck, a massive stag after massive bull. It's just not realistic. And I don't want to be someone who contributes to a culture that
people go out then and they don't have that experience and they feel like less of a hunter. They feel disappointed or like they're doing something wrong. What we're gonna do today is realistic. The weather is realistic. We're gonna have a realistic hunt and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be fulfilling. And it's a hunt that if you wanna do it, you can do it too.
There's that line of trees on the gully the other side of that track.
Yep.
Get in there and then probably head back across to, and then get in there and have a look.
Yep.
That's right. If we can get a little bit more. Follow this round just a little.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where are you?
You nervous?
Yes. Nervous for you?
I'm nervous for you too.
No.
We're nervous together.
Things are heating up, so I'm going to take my jumper off. So when we do catch up with these buffalo, we need to be really careful. Buffalo have known to be quite dangerous and unpredictable. They're incredibly family orientated. So when you take one down and they're startled and they don't know you're there, they can charge, they can do all sorts of things and they will mess you up. So we're just gonna have to be really careful, take my time, make sure we've got a really good shot placement. Linda has got a rifle too. She's gonna be back up basically. If something goes down and I'm like dazed and confused, she's gonna help out. So we'll just take it slow, be very careful, and we'll see how we go. But if you're ever hunting buffalo yourself, be careful. Be ready to take a second shot or a third shot or find a tree and climb up a tree because they can be gnarly animals. Ready to go? Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna have to move quick. That storm is coming in.
Exactly. I'm just thinking they're just not.
Yeah, I reckon a few minutes, if that. Okay. Henny, quick, come here. The buffer just there. There you go, there you go. Do you see it, Henny?
Yes.
The one chewing on the tree?
Yep.
See it, both of you? The one chewing on the tree, looking at us.
There's two.
Two facing us right now, the one on the left.
Yep.
Ready, Henny? Firing. He didn't drop.
Oh, wait. Yes, you're good.
You down?
He's going. It's just in the trees. You got him, Chris?
I think I did.
Yeah, but can you see him now?
I can see him in the tree.
Yep. You want to put another one in him?
Another one?
Yep.
He's down.
He's down. Hey, that's how it's done.
What an adventure. Good guiding. That was great. Good guiding. That wasn't an adventure. That was a high pressure situation.
That's really cool. It's so good. Oh, good job. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Took the tree out on the way down.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, there you go. Straight through the shoulder. Yep. Shoulder blade. So the beauty of hunting on a property like Brad and Linda's in the southeast of Queensland is that we can take all of this meat. This buff has lived a great life, free range. He's been part of a herd, he's had a happy life, and we can come here and harvest him ethically and humanely and take every scrap of meat. You don't need to travel to the NT and spend all that time and money and then just leave most of it up there. You can come somewhere like this and fill your freezer overflowing with clean, organic, ethically harvested meat. And that's not something that you can really do anywhere else in Australia. If you live in Queensland or you live in New South Wales, this is a treasure trove here that you can tap into. And Brad and Linda are also nice people, so that helps too. But this animal is incredible. Man, what a pleasure to hunt. Linda, you did amazing. What a cracking job. I'm looking forward to field dressing this. This is where the fun starts. You're excited.
I am.
What are we cooking?
Buffalo tenderloin.
Buffalo tenderloins, which are about as big as a fellow's backstrap. We've got some Carnivore Collective here. This is the firecracker. Now, it's potent. Warning. There should be like a warning label. So we're going to be, usually I'm like liberal with it, but we're not going to be liberal. We're going to be conservative. So a bit of olive oil, you reckon?
Bit of local olive oil, yes. You can't go wrong with something like that.
Put a little bit of this olive oil on.
Just a little. Not much.
Not
Don't
much.
need much.
We really do want to let this buffalo meat kind of do the singing. The seasoning, the rub is kind of just as a little bit of kick, a little bit of accents. Do you want to do the honours?
Honest.
You show me.
You're not.
Yeah, I know. It's my life. Do you want me to show you a trick that Amy taught me? My wife.
Yeah. Show me.
So if you make a claw, and then it doesn't matter how.
You won't end up with fingernails in your food.
Well, yeah, or fingers.
In fingers.
So you can then just like put it kind of acts as a guide.
Isn't that hot?
And you're never going to cut your fingers.
I have a woman that wife yours.
Yeah, she's an ex-chef, my wife.
That's why you can't.
That's why I can't cook, exactly, because I've never needed to. I'm going to put it into my hand. I don't want to go crazy and let most of it go in the breeze. Over on my right, your left, we have a braai, which is it South African? Or is it just
South African, Namibian
barbecue? And what's the cage called? A braai?
Braai frame.
Braai frame.
So essentially cooking over nice hot coals.
So we're just going to chuck them in the braai frame.
10 minutes.
Okay.
You don't want to overcook it.
And let the buff cook. So we'll let those cook and then pull them off and eat them. If you're a member of the Australian Hunters Club, you can get a discount on Carnivore Collective. They also do a great range of cooking appliances like tenderizers. We could have chucked these through the tenderizer to make them into like shorter strips. They've got minces, they've got all sorts of cool things. So check them out if you're interested in wild game cooking. Carnivore Collective.
You should check it out and not miss out.
Correct.
There you go.
I'm going to cook.
That's nice.
I'm going to good amount. You want more, Sammy? I am being impatient. I am fleshing the head while I'm boiling it. The problem with the buff head is that it's huge. So I can't get the whole head in the water at any given time. I can only get part of it, which is the clean part. And then I have to kind of like tip it. What I've got in here is not just water as well, it's water and bicarb soda. Essentially, it's like you're slow cooking the meat. It just breaks it down and tenderizes it. But you can use dishwashing liquid. That also has the same effect. It's like a degreaser, essentially. Separates the meat from the bone. And then you get this nice clean product at the end. But it's just the kind of job that you put off as much as you can. If you do it and you get it done, then you've got something that you can hang on your wall to remember forever. Good things in life don't come easy. This is one of them. So it has been a big year. It has been a physically demanding year, a mentally demanding year, but it's been a really fulfilling year. And I want to thank you so much for coming along the journey with me and sharing in the experiences. And to all the people I've met along the way this year, thank you for coming along and thank you for supporting me. I'm really blessed to be in a position where I get a bird's eye view at our community and the broader Australian hunting community. And I can tell you, things are positive. Things are going in a positive direction. Every day I hear stories and see new hunters coming into our communities. They're bringing their families, they're eating wild game meat, they're harvesting, they're hunting ethically. It's a great time to be a hunter. It's a great time to be a hunter in Australia. So thank you for everyone who has been involved, who has been encouraging, who's been supporting. It's going to be a good year next year too. I can't say more than that right now, but I can tell you it will be really good, so stay tuned.
Now, if you didn't take the hint, this was the Season 2 finale of The Huntsman. If you haven't already checked out the other episodes in the season, you're in for a treat. There are a bunch of exciting Australian hunting adventures waiting for you. You can watch them via the Huntsman website or the Season 2 playlist on the Huntsman YouTube channel, which I've linked below. Also, if you want to support me and support yourself, I'd recommend you check out the Australian Hunters Club. It's a fantastic community where you can meet other hunters like myself, go on the draw to win monthly professional hunts, including hunts on this very property with Brad and Linda from Have a Go, as well as a bunch of other fantastic benefits. You can learn more or sign up at australianhunters.com.au. Otherwise, get out there, explore the wild places, stretch yourself, learn new things, meet new people, build new friendships, harvest clean, ethical meat from our beautiful country, and stay tuned. I've got a lot more in store coming up.